Hello, everybody. How we doing?
Hey, are we good now?
Yeah, we're good. We're live.
Oh, sweet. Tigers, hey, sweet.
Say hi.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Are me and the Zabius audio good?
I sure hope so. This is a really expensive. Well, according to my brother, at least he gave me this. This is an expensive microphone, so I hope it works.
Alright, yes, they can hear you. Hi, how we go? Any audio issues, please just let us know. It happens every stream.
I guarantee you, if I hit this thing, it's going to be finicky. So if I hit it by accident, there's that.
But hi, so I know I mentioned on a stream I wanted to talk about stuff with Leela and her said. I'm gonna leave that to the side though. You can ask questions about Leela if you want to. Also, Zab's here. You can ask him questions. I don't care. We'll say anything. What's her favorite color? I don't know. Mine's purple. His is not blue. He's been lying to you.
Yep, my favorite color is actually purple pineapple Zapulus. No one is going to understand that joke.
Zab, pick your poison. Buck Cluck or Lashana Ball.
I think I'll just take the poison.
The self-proclaimed president of the Lawl D Kess Restoration Committee has arrived.
Oh my god.
I can turn you up.
Might be a little quiet.
Cause I don't have your Discord on. That's why I didn't have the Discord mic on. You're coming in. You're coming in for my mic. All right, you should be good now.
Okay. Now let's see if it works.
You should make you a little bit more louder than my music. All
Alright.
right.
Yeah, I just moved my microphone closer to me, so hopefully that helps.
Yeah. It was just I didn't have the Discord mic on OBS as a setting for that.
Alright. Sweet. Well.
Hello. So we are here and we're gonna be doing the D Kess fuckers. So Lawl D Kess, back in the good old day of I think around 2018, right?
Man.
Lawl D Kess, newly it was a little bit of a, it has an identity to itself. It went from a laughing stock to just kind of like this nice little piece of art. Like D Kess is like the Picasso where people made fun of Picasso, but as the years went by, it's the greatest art of history. That's like a weird analogy, I know. But I think I want Zab to do most of the talking. This will be like kind of like a bit of a run history of like a live little broadcast of it with me and him, a little play-by-play. But go on, Zab, tell us about D Kess or its creation.
Alright, well, D Kess D Kess is technically not even my account. It was my grandma's account, which is why it's called D Kess in the first place. If it was me, it would be Z Kess. If it was Reggie, it'd be R Kess. It's named after her, which is why it's D Kess. So, she just let me and Reggie just post whatever videos we made on our old Fisher-Price camera. And then one day, we happened to see these Smash Brothers Law videos. Since we were huge into Smash Brothers Brawl, we said, hey, we can totally do that. So we just brought out our Play-Doh and made our own little movesets because we didn't know what the hell video editing was. And so, eventually someone commented saying, you're supposed to use a video editor. I was like, what the hell was that? So we got Adobe Photoshop, but we couldn't figure out how to use it right, so we just made slideshows instead. Then it ended up taking it to the point where we actually got like a proper video editor. Storied history of that.
Remzi Israel just said your grandma made a Lawl, technically.
Yep, basically. She didn't really upload anything on there. It was more so we could just post me and Reggie could post our stupid stuff. Eventually, during 2016, she passed away, unfortunately. And so me and Reggie agreed we were going to try at least wrap up Lawl D Kess in a a fashionable way, which is where we decided to wrap up the storyline by, actually finishing the Subspace Emissary, which, if I'm not mistaken, we are the only Law to have, properly, finished, you know what I mean? Like, we had our finale. We ended the Subspace Emissary.
Technically, yeah.
We got to that point. So...
Not to mention it started during the standstill era. It did, I believe. Although although it is not the Law on a UTL, it's definitely a Law that is remembered and just, I want to say, fought about a lot.
I mean, it kind of has to be, because, again, I still don't understand why Shreckles made a D Kess moveset. That day, I just saw it, I was like, oh hey, we're getting another take on Ouija. What the fuck do you mean we're getting a D-Kess moveset?
Oh yes, I guess go ahead explain the whole thing with D Kess getting his own moveset. That was just a surprise by you, right?
Again, he didn't tell me shit. The only thing he said was, "Hey Zab, do you have that cheering sound effect you used in a couple of Odyssey videos?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, here you go." And then I realized, then I only found out it was used for that video after the fact, which. So, and Kim, I did technically have ideas for bringing D Kess back for Odyssey as like the twist villain of the story mode.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, when D Kess like came back and you're like, "Oh yeah, I love D Kess," I was like, I should probably give him like a proper introduction as like a revamp, if that makes sense. Which is now what led him to not only just getting his a second movie in general, but an entire year dedicated to him.
Mm-hmm.
And movie 3, which is hopefully going to wrap up the saga, and that's not even including the quote-unquote spin-offs, with like following Noel, who became a huge character in his own right.
Yeah. Also explain to that, DCast did get a second movie with Skipper Ultras that had that was like a big collab piece, a little love letter, I would imagine, to Lawl D Kess, as that was very inactive at the time. I had a small part in it. I had some fun. I was brought on last minute to do some scenes. I had fun with it. But hey, pretty cool. And hey, when we do the eventual third one, if we ever do it.
I mean, the plan is to hopefully get somewhat started, like more like active on it once I finish up like 25 with my uploads are pretty much coming to an end. I think the only major upload I have left for the year is to wrap up Junko versus Afton on Fish and Fights. And from that, I basically just had like the 3 big projects I'm working on now. Is the second ARG thing I was doing, the final part of this Noel YouTube creepypasta versus YouTube poop saga, and then GCAP movie 3.
All right. Scapicon said, I feel the lols cheesy made before What If would have gotten the similar following if they weren't lost. Yeah, cheesy fucking hid most things, unlike you.
To me at least, Deacons did get a lot of hate back then. I remember making that joke about Squid. I still remember that joke I did about like a second Squidward moveset that directly called out DKS, and I was like, "All right, I'll just poke some fun back." And then the dude was like really pissed off about it, and so it was like, I was like, oh, okay. To me, at least, it's a learning experience. A, you can't please everybody. That one I've learned very well, and also just the fact that, in general, it helped me lean into this idea for what I wanted to do with it, because since DKS got so much shit, I thought it'd be funny to lean into it as part of the storyline. Which led DKS becoming a villain.
And I think one of the notorious one he's made also. But I do want to say I think DKS is interesting for what he is. He's definitely like a fine wine, and he's good because of how much he's aged and how much you do with that fine wine afterwards.
Yeah, I think what made DKS really work is because it's an idea I think should have been explored way beforehand. Like, the idea of, like, a Cold Steel, like, self-insert, overpowered recolor becoming self-aware about his own status. That should have happened. I can't believe DKS is the first attempt at something like that. Like, as far as I'm aware, DKS is the only kind of idea of, oh, what if a recolor somebody made got self-aware that they're just a shit in self-insert?
You hear that? Any like Hollywood writers or Disney executives watching this? If you ever make a movie about that in like the next 20 years, give ZippityZab his royalties.
That or I'll make a fiction fight and rig it for DKS to win.
That's fair. But hey, we got all of these characters. We're gonna be ranking them on like how plausible they can be make into a LOL on the UTL. I know Zab did this a bit ago, but I want more live reaction to it. We're also going to be going over the characters that already have sets, Zab's, I guess, thoughts on their sets maybe, and just overall why they were included. And that's what we're going to do for everyone here. We don't have too many guys here, unlike my other streams, so it's not going to be too long, hopefully, but we will go over. I imagine we have plenty to say, because I'm already looking at a couple of guys here who have probably done H2L.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters here who I'm just thinking like,
I can't wait to get to them.
You can kind of tell which characters were added by me, and which ones were done by Reggie.
But yeah, I guess go over that. Well, like, of course, I don't know the full story, so go over your POV as we get into this. But before we start, I'll let chat maybe ask us maybe one or two more few questions. But I guess my first question for you is if you do you think you like that you rebooted and went straight for Odyssey, which not even much of a reboot, kind of its own thing, the same as Lawl Z and Law of the Lost is they're like two different beasts. Do you like that these two are their separate things, or do you think there's a timeline out there where you continue DCast for like how many years?
I'm happy with how this ended. Me and my brother both agreed we were getting too far apart in terms of what we wanted to make. That like Reggie wanted to make. I know Reggie was more interested in making more like he did attempt to make Stu streaming on DKS, as well as like his obvious other channels and whatnot. Whereas I was more content with continuing to make YouTube poops and sillier things, and obviously wanted to expand my storytelling reach a bit. It's like you could see like the first drafts of Zab Lab and Fiction Fights on DKS, right? Like their first iterations with the Gloomy Geek or a fiction fighting and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like you can basically just see like where the ideas spawned from essentially. It was more so the two of us realized we were growing apart creatively and neither of us really wanted to continue making DKS in terms of like it was becoming overbloated with characters that didn't really fit in anywhere. Like there's literally an entire section where we just shove all the characters we didn't have anything to do with and just put them in there. And obviously with DKS's reputation, if let's picture for a moment I decided to do the Polybius ARG, right? Let's say I did the Polybius ARG, but it was still on DKS. How many people would have genuinely taken that seriously? Like, think about that for a minute. Like, if I decided to tell this story, or this guy who got, like, obviously it's not, like, the most serious, but it'd be, like, it's, like, such a huge different thing. I'd much rather happy with ZippityZab being its own thing, with my own creations and whatnot that's just solely dedicated to this. Even if I did get to bring DKS back, I view him more of his own character now. Like, I view DKS Productions more as part of the ARG of ZippityZab as a whole, rather than, oh yeah, like, at this rate, because it's like, to me, it just feels like more just part of the creation and unintentional world building, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas I can't really see myself having made, like, a lot of my other stuff if I had just stuck with DKS, right?
Yeah. All right, that's good. I think that answers like a whole lot of questions in one statement. But yeah, good job, man. Looking at the chat, people were talking about LOL Got Talent. That was the LOL you were talking about. That was I don't know much about that LOL. I just know it's a little bit more infamous of just going down the wrong line of the pipe chain of infamousy.
I mean, they made a better teacher moveset than me. The problem was they just put it on Baldy.
Zab hid his identity as Dekas for his first few months. It wasn't until Law Odyssey started getting positive reception that Zab revealed it. Is that true?
Okay, well, no, okay. It wasn't because of the positive reception. I did it because my brother wanted to do like a twist ending for DKS movie 1. And the only twist we had was that DKS was still alive, right? Which was why he in the original DKS movie post on the DKS Productions, there's an end credit scene of DKS revealing that he's alive, saying it was all set up, right?
Yeah.
Which originally the hack in question was supposed to be Reggie, but obviously plans fell through because obviously he didn't really want to keep making Law stuff.
All right.
So, which ended up just getting switched up into the Time for Action, where DKS just admits, just straight up says, like, he just views it as everyone wanting more grim and gritty stuff than he's at right now.
Grim and gritty. All right. I guess as questions pile up, I kind of want to get a little move on here. So I'm ready to start. Before we start, though, I actually forgot to mention, go check out Zab. I'll have the stuff linked after the stream is done. He does not only do Law stuff. I've been keeping up with Fiction Fight series. I'm a big fan of that. I like the Plankton versus Doomfish Mertz one. I like I think Henry versus Mark was pretty cute, and I can't wait for Junko versus Springtrap.
Thanks. The fight is all finished. I'm mostly just waiting on voice lines and finding everything to put together, given the fact how extensive both of these franchises are.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Hey man, maybe I'll make a reference to it whenever I make Monokuma in like 100 years. Whenever I get to him. whenever I
That's a
when
cameo.
whenever I guess because I'm so gun ho about doing I'll Gum Gang a set, and also who else am I looking for? I like Doodle Bop. That's another one which we'll get to here. But anyone in Cross up you're looking forward to? I guess out of the 4 people left.
Uh, like, why does my mind always blank on like the most important things? God damn it! Like I have to be on screen that I'm forgetting shit about it.
Yeah, don't worry. The
Hang
4 people left are are
on.
Grade A, Toon Lucina, Scott, and Monokuma.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. I can never forget Grade A's name. Okay. Yeah, granted, it's because I don't watch the guy that often, but still, I would probably say, since I don't know too much about Total Drama, I would probably put Monokuma, to be honest. I think Monokuma has a lot of stuff that could be in there,
He's fun.
and since he's a character who I think, within some reason, could possibly actually get into Smash, I'm curious about what you think could be done with the guy, because there's a lot of potential across the entire series. And from what I remember, I believe Brawl Fan 1 and his like movesets did something about him too.
Oh yeah, no. Dude, have I told the story about that?
I know you mentioned that you don't like it, and I wasn't the biggest fan either.
Yeah, no,
And so I was like,
that was like one of the big outliners. Like, no, I need to do a take on Monokuma after seeing this. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of the Brawl fan thing. Maybe maybe I'll do a whole stream about it, but I'm not a big fan of it. No.
just like, I've come to make an announcement. Brawl Fan 1 is the
Bitch, I call him out, and he's just like, "What the fuck?" and just scrolls past me. Brawl fan was a bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd probably say Monokuma, mostly out of unfamiliarity with the rest of the character's source material, I guess.
Yeah. Looking through some stuff. Put my logo on. What was the bigger twist? Zab being the one behind D Kess channel, or that Zab has a beard now? I think the beard. The voice gives it away. The voice is like, this guy doesn't have like facial hair. Then I'm like, what?
I guess I unfortunately have the issue of having a really higher pitched voice and being 5'2". I literally have to grow. This is not a joke. If I have to grow out a beard on just normal occasions, unless every time I shave for filming, I have to grow a beard every other time. Because everybody else thinks I'm like a little kid. I've been asked so many times at my job, saying, "Aren't you a little young to be working here on that Phineas and Ferb shit?"
Yeah, that fit. Well, obviously just spread out. Is there anyone in the upcoming in LoL that you're looking at, you're hyped for? Just anyone across your head?
Yeah, I feel okay. This is gonna sound weird to say, in fact, I haven't watched JoJo, but I'm really excited for Dio.
Oh yeah, like I haven't watched JoJo that much, but even like Beatdown sells me on him. Gone.
Yeah, the amount of build-up we've had to this guy has just made me so excited to what they're going to do with Dio, to the point that's like, I haven't even watched the show, and I'm like super invested in all of this, right? Right. I'd also wager that I'm also excited for Kid Goku and Hearts by virtue of the fact that like, not happened yet. Like, Dragon Ball is like stupid shit number 1 on the list, right? Like I'm surprised it's like, how is it like not had a single Dragon Ball character? Like at least as an assist trophy, right? Like Vegeta just having the over 9,000 as a trophy in the original LoL is the only Dragon Ball stuff we've had.
I believe Z had Vegeta before he got cut, and we have Kid Goku coming up in LoL Hearts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm excited for them. Yeah. Also, Piggy and Lawler's mod entirely.
I'll be for real. That's one of the ones I don't really care about, but I think it's funny if people are hyped for it. You can be hyped for it, but it's like it's funny. He's Piggy.
There's totally no other reason why. That has nothing to do with this tier list we're doing.
Oh yeah, actually. All right. Let's get to it then. I think let's go. All right, we'll just go in order of the tier list. SMG.
Okay.
So what a time to do this, right? Because so
64 will happen at some point. like, I'll go on record and say it. I just might dead ass do it at some point because of, like, even though I made
you made a little long little message about your potential doing it. A lot of people liked it, so you have
I know a lot of people like it. I legit could see myself making an SMG4 moveset, even though I said I'm not going to do other D Kess characters. By virtue of the fact the show is ending after 15 years this December, and I legitimately think that, and man, like, it hurts thinking about it, you know what I mean? I've followed along with the show for its entire run. Like, that's... Dang.
Yeah, it's ending this December for people who don't know. And it'll just, and I think my take it is, although I didn't follow modern SMG4 that much, I still tuned in now and again. But I think it's kind of like a coming of age thing. The people who made it have kind of grown up. I'm fond of them focusing on stuff like glitch and all that. So it's good to just like hold the brakes when you've done stuff for too long, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad they're ending on a high note and on their terms. Like, it could have been, like, worse where, like, either Nintendo pulled the plug or they just... I mean, to be fair, they keep going out of passion. You can clearly tell they want to keep doing it, but, like, I'm glad they're ending it on their own terms. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you can definitely... I think the only, like, thing with SMG4 is the balancing act of the old and modern shit. I think he's like the Simpsons thing where, like, there's so much you can do, but, like, where do you start?
I mean, I guess the issue... I think the difference between SMG4 and a character like Homer is that the Simpsons, in terms of tone, Homer is still relatively the same, whereas SMG4 wouldn't just be capturing the character, he'd have to capture the whole show, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally his name.
There's also, like, do you want to do regular him or that Gmod Asian model, you know? Do you want to... How much do you want to commit? It's like, I'm curious. How much you want to do it?
I think the best bet's like SMG4 Mario, where it's like, they do have consistent... Early SMG4 was just the straight man to Mario's antics. He was just the guy who had to rein him in. It wasn't until around 2016 or 17 where he leaned in on being the meme machine, following the bit in the Mario Inception, I think's the episode.
Yeah.
Where we look into his mind and see, like, meme machine bit. So it was only around then where, like, his modern personality that most people associate with the character himself came from.
You even, like, have you have also just a lot of shit tied to it. You have, like, those weird, I forgot, like, the specific lore of it, but those, like, weird tower thingies of, like, SMG 1 and 2 or stuff like that. You have the...
Oh, yeah, no, there's a whole okay, long story short, SMG4's the whole point, there's, like, a huge cosmology saga for SMG4 that kind of answers, like, every major question on the show. And, like, basically, SMG4 is supposed to kind of, like, is a meme character by virtue of the fact that he's supposed to rein in the stupid ass shit.
Super meme Guardians.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that's like a canon thing within the context of the show. It just never really came up because there wasn't a need to until SMG Zero started doing its shit.
There was also what was that YouTube remote thing, but then you could argue that's more of an SMG free thing you could use for him.
Honestly, I think SMG3 has enough on his own now. I don't think he just need to be an Echo. I think he can legitimately stand on his own at this point.
Bombs and stuff. I could see it. But SMG4 by himself, I could see it happening. I'd be fine if you did it, because I think a lot of people would be hyped for it. And even if, like, he didn't win the D Kess poll, I think in the far future it could definitely happen. And especially on a good note, maybe to celebrate SMG4 after it ends.
Yeah, actually, you know what, real quick? I'm going to look up the D Kess empty slot results real quick, so I can get a gauge of how interested people were.
Actually, yeah, let's see how much SMG4 got, yeah.
Yeah, hang on. That is my school account. I do not need to pull up my philosophy notes for this.
Gazook says, creator of Lawl mod. Honestly, I might do an SMG4 rep at some point in my Lawl, preferably classic era since I grew up on the era. I could see it, like, your Lawlers mod. Yeah. Have more Lawlers mod, guys. SMG4 is in the realm of that.
Yeah, I can definitely see. Chris and Swag definitely feel like they fit the tone of Lawler's mod very well.
Those characters never change.
SMG4 was tied for third with Mappy at 24 votes.
Ooh, who got second?
Dr. Zomboss.
Ooh, that's interesting. We'll talk about that when we get to him.
Out of curiosity, also for the sake of the SMG4 talk, SMG4 Tari, or Stupid Tari, got 13 votes, whereas the Meta Runner Tari got 17.
Oh, did you split them?
Yeah, that was the thing I did with the DKS empty slot. Is like I decided, like, for the sake of having more interesting stuff, because I decided to split some characters. For example, more crabs. I split between like base more crabs from like the RPG fight videos and crab from Unquenchable Bloodlust as two characters instead of the composite character they were on D Kess. Same thing with doing like adventure like FNAF World Freddy and regular Freddy Fazbear, because
Yeah. Jado said, Super Meme Guardian 4 could work as an echo. Super Mario Glitchy 4 could be the classic, while the other moveset could base on the modern stuff.
I think honestly, I think it makes more sense to just combine the two, because the whole point of the Cosmology Saga was to show that the world is consistent. The big change between like their modern classic came because of Zero, if that makes sense. It was like, like the Knight of Cerebrus trope, like that. Zero is literally that personified. Like, he is the reason all the classic stuff changed. Yeah. If that makes sense, right? Like, both in like a literal and metaphorical sense.
Yeah, I get you. Like, when you're making stuff, you want to see like how much you can, do it for the character you love. Jado asks, honestly, no, fuck, I was wrong. We read. I saw a good one. No, I saw a good question. I did. I actually did. So, okay, right. Master Mark says, question for Zab and Mono. Have you seen Shockhat? It's basically Curry, but in the style of SMG4, and it's unhinged.
I've heard of it. I just haven't got a chance to watch any of it yet.
It looks interesting from what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, I remember. I remember a Static talking to me about it, or talking to me saying that Stupid Kirby could have been SMG4, like SMG4 Mario's rival. Mm-hmm. Had we made Odyssey at like a later point.
That reminds me of just that one Kirby who was like, made in Gmod or something. I remember seeing those videos. Like, he was drunk all the time. He had like a thing for Princess Celestia or something. I'm not joking. No, it was like this weird Gmod adventure, and he teamed up with Hatsune Miku and Twilight Sparkle, and they had to escape this like foundation area, and they met like Max from Salmon Max. It sounds like a lol. Mr. L.
It does sound like a law. That sounds like a law if it was like SCP based.
Princess Celestia, who like Kirby had a thing for, and like they kissed a few times. I think I'm remembering the stuff at the top of my head. I watched it when I was like 4.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
It was like made in Gmod. So I know it. It's like not Sonic Zombies level, but like it was like in that era. Anywho, I think this was an easy one.
Wait, are we moving on?
Yeah, moving on. Look, question.
Okay, good, because Ninja, we're putting him straight in no. I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't think there's anything interesting we could have. No. Was this you or yours or Reddy's idea?
This was absolutely right. Okay, hang on. SMG4 was both of our idea. A lot of the characters earlier were like communal decisions between Ray and Reggie. We were both in the early SMG4. You both like Minecraft, FNAF, etc. This was in the later area where me and Reggie started getting more differences as we grew up. He wanted to do a Fortnite rap because he thought it'd be good for the channel's growth because no one had ever tried it before. I'm terrible at shooter games, and I had no idea, knew nothing about Fortnite, so he provided me he gave me the idea for like the moves and whatnot, and I just did the editing and whatnot.
Okay, so this was like kind of a Fortnite character, but like with Ninja as like the avatar for it. Okay.
Yes, because the original idea, the intent was we were going to make a. I just realized my pillow just fell into the garbage can. Oh, that's real nice. Give me 1 second.
While he waits, how we doing, everyone?
Okay, what I was saying was so the idea was that Ninja was going to be the front, and every character, alternate skin, was going to be a different streamer. So the character would play like a regular Fortnite person, because this was before Fortnite had like intense lore and whatnot. So the characters could have been like their own thing. So the idea was that this was gonna be like, oh, it's like an actual streamer watching a streamer play Fortnite. They all are different streamers, and they're all playing the same base character, right?
Yep.
But of course, then a bunch of people started getting into controversy, because that always happens when something gets big, and so we just kind of stuck with Ninja and never got farther to that point. and then Fortnite
I
became its own thing.
I think it's funny it ended with the ninja of all people. Yeah,
Okay.
let's be honest. Is anyone here just actually like lost over this over ninja? All dude bro YouTubers. I think with YouTubers it's the realm of like how much of a caricature and their real life like as a person could be carried into it. With ninja, there's like nah, there's no point.
Yeah.
Next up, Hero Brian. He got 2 sets, so let's talk about him if you want to go on.
Okay. All right. Herobrine was another choice by the both of us. Originally, he was going to be Freddy's rival because we viewed those two as like the big horror guys on YouTube. This was also because of the Slender Man stabbing that kind of made a dent in his character. So we were like, yeah, maybe not do that as a moveset. So we went with Herobrine, and you can kind of see the earlier ideas of where this rivalry came from when the second Subspace Emissary video had Herobrine attacking Freddy, right? Of course, that changed with the. I don't think I ever made a finished rival list for D Kess now that I think of that, huh? The point is, Herobrine and Freddy were like kind of like those like dual characters together, and Herobrine, that's how he kind of just spawned in.
Yep.
When it came to, I was happy Law Liquid Crystal and Soul both did takes because I know a lot of people say they prefer Souls, but I like both takes. Takes that Soul interprets Herobrine as the big figurehead of the Minecraft community, whereas Liquid Crystal sticks to the source material, which is something I think is a genuinely good idea. It's sort of like how the difference was with Sonic.exe, for instance. You could either just stick to the original source material with X, or incorporate everything the EXE community has done with the character, right? And I like both takes on that idea. I think my issue just kind of stems from the fact that I think that kind of comes from my issue with both of them, the fact that I wish there was like more of like a coalescing element to it, if that makes sense, right? Like think back to what I do with like my sets, like with like more shoots. Like, my YouTube poop's are probably a good idea with this one. Like, right, the robotic versus X. Let's just use that because we're already talking about the guy. I like using the original source material as a basis for characterization and stuff like that, and then leading on to like their various fanon interpretations as like extended stuff to it, if that makes sense. I think Herobrine still has potential if someone were to make that like moveset that incorporates everything about the character, not just splitting up into the fanon interpretations.
Hazza the Human Hazard says liking multiple sets is base. That is pretty base. I think Liquid Crystal gets a bit too much flack in this community, so it's nice to see someone boosting it up a little bit.
Yeah. I think Liquid Crystal gets gets like dogged on a lot, but we also forget. I also think it also falls under the same issues. Like a lot of the sets were made earlier, and it would be like if we kind of like took a bunch of crap on like the earlier Nova sets, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, I think you could like compare the modernness, like because like Liquid Crystal doesn't really have much like a modern identity, unfortunately, compared to Nova. But I still think there's some, although there is some rough stuff in it, there's some gems in it, and although I'm not huge on Herobrine, I think you seeing some cool shit about it and comparing the two Soul sets is pretty nice, and that's cool how you like both of them.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I like how one's the fanon, one's the canon. I just kind of hope that one day, like I still think there's potential for a third that like mixes the two into like all of Herobrine, if that makes sense.
Oh, Brian, we got one here. Oh, I did like the Soul one having the trans T-shirt on. I just thought that was funny. I like that. All right, no, this is interesting.
Okay, I know it was the 8th or empty slot, wasn't it?
Of what?
Noel was on the 8th or empty slot.
Of D Kess, you're saying? Okay.
I think, okay, Noel is such an interesting case, because now I'm wondering, do you think if someone were to incorporate Noel into the law, right? Would they, like, how would that work now? With all the stuff that's been going on. With the D Kess lore and everything.
I think people would either A, run it by you, 2, maybe do some, like, cool lore shenanigans to explain maybe why there's 2 in the same place, or whatever. Me personally, though, I don't see anyone making a null set because of lack of interest. That's up me, though. What are you saying?
Okay, so I think I've gone on this tangent a couple of times because there's like a lot of questions of like where Null is from. Null has like okay, so Null originally was created by Along Came Josh in a creepypasta that was like it's basically what kickstarted the characterization of Herobrine being a more neutral figure, where it was revealed that, well, quote unquote revealed, that all the previous Herobrine videos were him and like in the original creepypasta were supposedly him trying to warn us about this guy named Null. But we didn't really get much insight into who the hell Null was. We just he was just this generic doomsday villain, if that makes sense, right? We didn't really know who this guy was or what he wanted to do exactly. We just knew he's the bad guy.
Blam, blam, blam.
Yeah, then he's the bad guy.
I'm a bad wolf.
But then the Broken script released, and they kind of recharacterized Null as this like player who was like who got corrupted by this entity beneath the bedrock, and is forced to just sort of like forever wander the Minecraft plains in servitude of this entity without really wanting to.
A person named June said, honestly, I think I associate no more with D Kess than the original creepypasta. I think a lot of people do that in the LOL community, which I think is also why he probably does not have a chance of getting a set. So I think he should go in the not likely tier. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's in the not likely tier. But that's not to say I don't think there's potential for a move set. Because if you went by, I think if they did a broken script set in general, I don't think Null would be the character to do it. Because he's like, so like I said, he's sort of like the pawn in the greater game of the broken script. And when it came to Along Came Josh, the reason I made it an Echo is because he does basically jack and shit there besides being the overarching villain to a storyline that never got completed. But with the D Kess characterization, I think there's possibly some merit. I could see Null getting a moveset incorporating the whole YouTube poop creepypasta saga I have done.
Imagine if like someone did it, but they did a. Do you know the joke about the vacuum suck canning with Robotnik? Yeah. With the down B? They just do that with Null. Like, the down B is something from a D Kess video, and then years later down the line, we get a video from this random YouTuber called Shitting My Pants on the Toilet, and they say, Null was a good piece of art, but how could you add this original mood? Imagine.
Yeah, I like I said, I could see some merits, like, I don't know what they'd call it, like, D Kess Null? Like, Zab Null? Like...
I think the best take would be to take more from his original source, which is, I don't think people associate him more of, like, so I don't see it happening, unless, like...
Yeah, that's my issue with Null. I don't think anyone can really do a set for him, because if you were to do the... Okay, because if you do the original set, he doesn't do much in the original canon. If you did the broken script... You would have to do another character because Null's just a pawn in his scheme. And if you did the YouTube poop, D Kess, ZippityZab, whatever the fuck, you kind of be stuck with you'd be stuck with the baggage of all that lore and the fact that, oh right, he's canonically dead. So you'd either have to like make like a prequel, if that makes sense, or you'd have to come up with like some convoluted scheme where like they bring him back to life, or he's like. He secret or somehow Palpatine returns, if that makes sense.
No came back. All right. Next one. This one's interesting because I have thoughts on this guy. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sonic the DXE is interesting to me because I think he gets weird rap, and maybe that was because like FNF was like a big thing at the time, and the FNF mods especially. Made a lot of stuff out of this thing. Look, there's so much. There's too much. And there's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff, but overall, Sonic.exe by himself, and if I was ranking this, I would honestly put him here. I think it could be really interesting if you pull from stuff that's like very old school or very back in here. In the same way, Marty the Flomp, he takes stuff from that era he was in of like weird stuff that like was you know, rumors and secrets. I think Saudi XC, you shouldn't go that much in that route, but you can kind of go in that time frame of horror Sonic stuff that was made around that time, because Sonic DXC's ownership is weird, where like you
Like
can't
that.
really put like a label on it. Like, which sequel do you take from? I would like just more around like I can believe like this thing can do this thing, and it's not too out of the ordinary. Like, I don't need to play like a fucking Roblox game or whatever to get what this move is. I think like style wise, I would like him to have like how he looked like in the D Kess movie. I would like him to have like his little sprites, a bit how Lawl Galaxy does the Sonic characters. So yeah, that's my take though. Like, do you think he should go down? But what do you think?
I think I think it's sort of the same vein as Herobrine, as like X does have like a consistent canon now at the very least. With after the I don't think I need to explain the issues that went down with his original owner, but currently there's like the 2011 X that's like the reboot of it, as well as like the diverging like stuff like there's Lord X for instance, or there's more of like a central canon to the point. I think you could do like a similar thing, like where like you said you have like a you can do it. You can do an EXE moveset where he has like all of like the stuff they've given him throughout the entirety of like the community, as well as just a canon X
Oh
moveset.
yeah. I should. Sorry, I got interrupted real quick. Zeds from
Yeah.
LOL Nia, they have Null in their empty slot right now too. Actually, so do you
Oh
think
yeah.
we should?
Shoot.
I think we should bump him up a tier then.
Yeah, I think we just put him in a circumstance or condition if he
Yeah.
wins, because I
Yeah.
think again, I think you could do it. It's just kind of hard to see and to think about how it would work. I
But
just want to make this clear. If you also, I just want to make this clear for the good of the people here, for like other characters, like I know Reggie and Sarah. If you do a character and want to have him like let any ZippityZab, I guess, character really, don't drag me into it. I'm more so happy. Like I want it to come from a place of like you actually care about these people, and not just
what? What?
I can get Zab into this, and we can make the Null movie or something
What
like
if
that.
I grab Null and him and you get like married and like yeah, y'all make out like sock puppets.
Jesus Christ.
But
But yeah,
no, Zed also said my idea is to, if he wins, is to base him off the Minecraft posters and mysteries as a collective.
I I would probably I could see it. I just recommend narrowing it down to Along Came Josh specifically. He's the creator of Null, and he's the guy who like made this whole interpretation and is what led to the characterization of Hero Ryan being a more neutral, less antagonistic figure in the first place. I would probably narrow down the mysteries to the stuff he's done, mostly for the sake of like A, Minecraft mysteries can go fucking anywhere, and B, Herobrine objectively would be the better person to do like a Minecraft mystery. In fact, I'd say White Eyes, like the original Minecraft creepypasta, would probably be the best take for just Minecraft mysteries in general.
Yeah. Um, June. Someone was saying like the chance of X being in Hearts, although June isn't strong on X, or they're open for X to get a good set at some point. But in fact, if X is in LOL Hearts, they'd be like, damn, a whole lot of Sonic in your LOL. Nah, I'm joking. Um, but yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. Jada said I ship it. Yes, Zab and Null. Well, that'll be in the next merch sale. Totally. But no, I would really, back on the X card, I guess I would really love X to shine in his own little
Agree.
way. I think he deserves it.
I agree. He could definitely. I not only do I think he could do it, I'm worried that my robotic versus X YouTube poop is going to make people not want to do it because, like, oh, X is canonically dead in the canon. I
No.
definitely would. Yeah, like first of all, you could definitely bullshit a reason for him to come back, right? He's like a being from the fucking void or some shit. I'm sure you could come up with a reason, like, oh, that was just an
Sonic
avatar of his.
WXC
Like,
never dies.
Yeah, at the very least, I don't want people to be think like, oh, my lore is you have to tie it into Law Odyssey
So,
and the well and like well. I think you definitely don't need to bog yourself down with the lore. I would love to see X get that moveset he deserves.
Sonic DXC was in LoL meta. Was this the reason why he was in LoL D Kess?
uh,
I think
yeah,
you're mixing it up with LoL Liquid Crystal DLC, which did movesets for characters with kind of shaky quality at the time.
I think, yeah, EXE won the empty slot. That's why he was added to DKS. He, Tari, and Doodlebob, which I'm just... Doodlebob won first place in 2 empty slots. But yeah, no, X won was one of the empty slot winners for DKS. That's why he got in.
June says, the funny thing is when I first conceptualized the Hearts roster, I actually had X on it, but I took him off because I didn't think I could really capture the scope of X, if that makes any sense. Alright, yeah, it's kind of a deal to it's kind of like you gotta commit to it. You gotta be like, alright, I gotta sit myself down, how am I gonna do this, and how is it gonna be fun?
Okay. Personally, if I were to do X, what I would do is like moveset specials would be all like the canon stuff of the character, and I'd leave the more insane, like more like this, like the shape shifting abilities and other stuff that people normally give his character. I give those as like specials, sort of like how I do Morshu with like this canon stuff is the special normal moves, and standards references YouTube poop lineage. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, I just realized we're about to have a full column.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I don't.
We just need.
I think this is a good place for him. Shreckles and like some other people have said like, hey, I think other realms of FNAF, like Freddy Fuckboy or even Springtrap, are more suitable for LOL. Freddy himself is like kind of a Smash idea, like in a weird way.
Yeah. I believe you guys. I made a text boost set of Freddy himself, and I think and personally, I would rather him in the core 4 just being alternate costumes in there. I want him to be like a general rep. I just don't see him happening by virtue of the fact that like FNAF is just more interesting characters. Like the missing children are usually treated as a group, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I could have. There's a bunch of FNAF characters. Like I'd still like although he was gonna be in Soul and was cut from, I think it was LOL Hyper Edition, or like the thing before that. William Afton, like the purple guy, not Springtrap, would be cool.
Okay, this might be a hot take, but like,
Gone.
personally, I can't. For William Afton, like, I see the vision. It's just to me, at least, and this isn't me tooting my own horn saying, Springtrap.
Go on. It's fine.
It's like, to me, Springtrap is William Afton. He is the true monster behind the man. To me, Springtrap is William himself. Yeah. Springtrap is William himself, whereas William Afton is like the persona he puts on. To me, if you want to do like a real William moveset, you would do Afton because he just encapsulates everything wrong about FNAF, everything evil about it. And that captures everything William is.
I like the stuff Soul was doing from the animations we saw. I think maybe a cool take could be is like do stuff like his spriting would be on those like shitty 8-bit games Scott made, no offense, but you could my music the music just cut. I was like, whoa, did something happen? Oh my
Bro,
my
hijacking our stream.
No, it's William, I'm sorry, but no no, I'd like if maybe a lot of his stuff came from like you have to be creative, but like the 8-bit stuff, like those little FNAF mini games, like not all of them. I don't want him to be minigame man. I want because the minigames kind of like paint like a picture of the William story, like especially the ones he's featured in. So you could do a thing of like the weird creepy stuff from those minigames could be incorporated somehow.
Honestly, you know who should be a FNAF rep that's represented in Pixels?
What?
Michael. Michael could represent everything the security guards do. Sealing, like picture him like sealing traps off so they can't activate like the vents. Him like using like
the Freddy mask. The Freddy mask maybe was like a super armor move.
maybe you can use the Freddy mask so his sister and characters don't interact with him or something like that, right?
We're making movesets on this stream, baby.
Yeah, like to me, a Michael moveset would just basically be everything I think a William moveset, like a William Afton moveset would be.
Can I just say this section was about Freddy, but we've talked about other characters, what I guess emphasizes our point where there's just more interesting guys to talk about. There's more.
Yeah, like Freddy I could see happening, but like at the same time, I feel like people would be more invested in making somebody. Like I think the best way to describe it is this. What would Freddy, given the fact that most laws have a story mode and trailers and whatnot, what would Freddy do in the story?
Har, 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 har.
Exactly. I think that kind of sums up my point. Like, the only reason he got dragged along to D Kess was literally they invaded his fucking house and he just decided to
what was it? It was like this weird indie cartoon. Indieverse, like Subspace Energy were like indie cartoons. The FNAF representation of that is just Michael Springtrap because the animatronics are just kind of just brutes. They're like...
You mean Indie Cross?
Indie Cross, that's what it's called, yeah. They're just kind of brutes, so, like, Springtrap is the character there, so that's why they use Springtrap and, like, no one else. Except for, what's his name? Glamrock Freddy, I guess, because he talks. Gregory.
Yeah, like, to me, there's just way more interesting FNAF characters. I think base Freddy could only really work if, like A, in an actual Smash setting, or B, if you just, like... You'd have to be really creative in like what you want to do with him outside of just the moveset. Because while I think a moveset's possible, like just the longer standing interest of doing a Freddy moveset, I think is the issue.
Also, Bernardo Law says, remember Aureus has photo negative Mickey? I think doing fan FNAF stuff's even funner, like Five Nights at Wario's, photo negative Mickey. Those are just...
Yeah. I'm hoping... if I recall correctly, I believe... Shreckles said that Photonegative Mickey was going to be based on like the game and whatnot. But I do hope that we have like some more representation of the original. I accidentally clicked off something. Hang on, shoot! I just lost where the serial is. Here it is. Yeah, no. Yeah, like I want Photonegative Mickey to have some more stuff to the original creepypasta as well, because there's like 4 whole stories into that with their whole lore about Corruptus and whatnot. And
someone could do 2 takes, you know, like that Herobrine thing you mentioned.
That's fair.
But anyway, I think we've been talking about FNAF too long. All right. So this guy Bendy, he was originally in Lolica Crystal, but he was cut, I assume, because of lost of motivation. Which I think talks about how in recent times the Ink Demon has kind of lost his flair, like not to like Hello Neighbor level, but to like I think general audience. But what do you think?
I think I'm gonna put Bendy on Will Happen at some point. I think the Dark Revival proved Bendy wasn't a one-hit wonder like a lot of people thought. And with the new movie coming out, I can definitely see Bendy at least in his Ink Demon form. Let me clarify. I think the Ink Demon is a Will Happen at some point. Cartoon Bendy.
Well, which one are we ranking then? Like Bendy in total. Like this is Bendy as a character.
I guess I did a composite Bendy with D Kess, which I really don't understand why I did in hindsight.
Honestly,
I guess we kind of predicted the idea that Baby Bendy could turn into the Ink Demon, I guess.
Honestly,
like,
this might be like a good place for him.
Yeah, I'd say really want it to happen, I'd say.
Oh no, like in the middle right here, circumstance. Because it's either which Bendy you're doing, like his relevancy. I think he's someone where you'd really want to do. I could even like see a thing where maybe like the batter where he's like fully like drawn with custom stuff.
Yeah, I could definitely see it, yeah.
It'd be cool. Papyrus, he is a set in Law Galaxy, but go on, talk about him.
Okay, so Papyrus was another, that was a personal pick on my end, because I just fucking love this guy. I thought he was hilarious. Truth be told, I had him on the D Kess empty slot because I was going to pull a bait and switch, where Papyrus was just gonna represent all the stupid fake things about it, like the prune soul and bullshit like that, or like the I remember your genocides and whatnot. And I was baiting people and be like, oh yeah, no, I just have funny lore ideas for Papyrus. And I was gonna bait and switch and just have him like be like, oh, because of all those fake rumors that Undertale had. Because I know there was a bunch of rumors about Papyrus having, like, for example, like, but there's a Papyrus secretly lived during the genocide route, and like a bunch of fake rumors like on that like Mario Part 64 shit. So I thought it'd be funny to make reference to all those like fake rumors that Undertale had, as well as like the stuff like like the Pruncel bit, like I mentioned. So it's gonna be something based on those. I think the idea would have had its merit, especially because again, just calling it Base Papyrus and only to reveal that it was just like a fake rumor was a really funny idea. Sort of like how, sort of in a similar vein of how
someone said best Papyrus like as a character then.
Best Papyrus, yeah. I think the final smash I knew for sure was going to be Papyrus as the knight. Was going to be the final smash. That was for sure going to be yeah. So that was the idea for if I was going to bring him back, because I'm happy with the Galaxy set.
Yeah, Galaxy is pretty neat. I like his animations. There's like one up smash where he pops his head. It was cool.
Also, real quick, can we all agree? I don't know what the fuck happened with this idol where he has like that weird, like he's not smiling, that weird face. I think it didn't render properly or something, because I don't like how his idol looks in D Kess. I don't know why is that Shaq and on there.
Don't worry about it.
I think just click on one of the more recent ones. I'm sure. I think. Oh, is my Christmas specials compilation thing of stuff I watched there?
It's on.
Why is that public? What the fuck?
Why is that public? That's on you, buddy. Where's your movesets?
You can see the Scott Laws music I used for collecting state music for the moveset before I realized how it's D Kess. I didn't reveal it, huh?
Is there? Why the fuck is this ordered weirdly?
I don't know. Just click on like Zomboss or somebody. That's where you'll see the Doodle Bob. Doodle Bob for sure has him on there. I know that.
Okay, Zomboss. It's like.
I forgot. I need to learn how. I can't believe it took me so long to disable resample.
There's lulls out there still with that Wait.
No, not this one. Yeah, it is Doodle Bob set. No.
It's in Doodle Bob set.
Doodle Bob set, I gave him an up. That I think it's up. Words, I think.
Here.
Yeah.
It's during his, like... So you changed it, even though it was fine, by the way, but let's see.
Yeah, it was fine. There it is.
Oh, that looks awful.
Yeah, like the cave flowing is neat. What did I do with the fucking mouth?
Oh, I think I could be wrong, but I think the Galaxy one is also a custom job, which is funny because when you compare them, he's brother, I want to find a shoe.
Honestly, looking back, I think the Gauntlet of Gloom was actually a really good stage for SMG4. I'm actually really happy with that.
Pretty good. But he's like, brother, the human stole the other side of my face, and I can't speak properly. Help me. I'm freezing.
Sabs, I've lost half of my mouth.
Shan, the roaring knights took my mouth. Alright. Anywho,
and the other two Galaxy characters.
Anywho, best Mario.
I love how you put best Luigi in no, even though he is getting an Echo in Galaxy.
Oh, what, he is? No, it's Flash Luigi.
Yeah.
Is that what these guys are based?
Oh. Yeah, Flash Mario and Flash Luigi, which is what these guys are. They're both getting... Flash Luigi is going to be Flash Mario's Echo, except he's actually going to have differences this time around.
So it won't be... Imagine the set opens up, and it's just like, it's the same as the other one, then just goes straight to the victory.
Could you imagine, dude?
I need to show that. Hold on. This was like... The LOL Echoes was my introduction to D Kess. The LOL... Wait, it was right there. Oh, no, it's there. The LOL Echoes were my introduction to D Kess, by the way.
Oh my god, this was your introduction.
This was my introduction.
I mean, it's not a bad introduction to D Kess, I suppose.
Where best Luigi gets revealed.
Yeah.
Flashes by. And then, Best Luigi is truly unique. He has no differences at all.
Every
he
fighter,
just...
every fighting game needs an echo that does nothing.
It's like, dude, it's weird because LOL echoes, like, in general, are, like, very different from the things they're echoing. So this is just funny. It's the same thing. Fuck you.
It's fucking great. But yeah, Flash Mario, I'm really happy with the Galaxy moveset as well, and I'm really excited for Best Luigi.
That tab, I forgot that tab. I forgot, like, I thought this was, like, some stupid shit, like, you had, like, Super Mario World Mario or some shit as a character.
Yeah, no. It's supposed to be the Flash games. He did
in fact flash by, says Danny. Yep. Fun fact, originally Flash Mario was a Canadian... Fun fact, originally Flash Mario was canon in LoL Alpha under the name Worst Mario, ironically.
He was the best of Marios, he was the worst of Marios.
Yeah. Best equals Flash. I'm gonna best you in combat then.
Mario, I don't know why I called them
Mario
best
64.
Mario game, I'm gonna be real.
Mario 64.
I'm gonna put him as probably in the not likely category.
So is this SMG4 Mario or is this Mario 64?
Okay, lore wise, yes, it's SMG4 Mario. Canon, it moves is based just on Mario 64.
Okay.
I think I was going to update the moveset eventually. It never did, which is good because I like what I did with the D Kess moveset, the Odyssey moveset, very much better. I think Mario 64 is gonna work.
I'm not that big on this. I think this is kind of stupid.
I think it just be the Rivals of Aether set again. I feel like.
Yeah, the Rivals of Aether set's really good, but no, Mario 64. That ain't it, Chief. Well, Tari is happening, so yeah.
Yeah, so
it's in a lull right now. But opinion on Tari?
Super happy Tari's gonna get a moveset. She's definitely one of the SMG4 characters that is she called SMG4 Tari or is she just called Tari? Actually, I don't remember.
Tari, and the model she uses is from the SMG4 video, so I think it's gonna be SMG4 Tari.
Okay. I personally, I would put I would call her Stupid or SMG4 Tari in Hyper Edition because I consider Meta Runner Tari as the true Tari, if that makes sense. Like, one's a caricature and meme videos, the other is the, dedicated source material, if that makes sense.
I get that. Also, Ducking King the second, that's a really cool name, by the way. I think Mario 64 can work if you focus on the speedrunner and some of the more technical stuff. True, but there's, like, an encore character who kind of covers that I'm excited for.
Yeah, Simple Flips kind of just covers that, I feel like.
Yeah, Simple Flips can just do what you need for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, with 5 fucking Persona tracks down, let's talk about CDI Peach. I'm gonna let you take the floor in this one.
Okay, CDI Peach was because me and my brother agreed. Okay, every good law has a CDI character, so therefore we need a CDI character. The problem is we aren't Zelda fans, so we didn't do Guonum. And we decided on CDI Peach because she was the only other character you could really use from Hotel Mario because I think by that point Liquid Crystal confirmed Bowser. And that's the result of that. I would put her in not likely or not. No.
Because like. I don't think there's too much YouTube poops made about her, but CDI Impa exists, so I want to put her in not likely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't... Obviously, I want to talk. I just made the fucking Lilla moveset, but, with the stuff presented, and I can't think of much, like, maybe some of, like, from that Carrot Woman YouTube channel you could pull some shit from. I don't think it could work. And it's funny because all of the I guess people would want to do her purely because she's the only CDI character left in Hotel Mario who doesn't have a set yet.
I think it could be funny if Peach's set was literally just about the Koopa kids just tossing her around, and so she's not
Oh,
actually
yeah,
doing
it's just the
anything.
Koopa Kitlings, like, grabbing them and just keep teleporting around. I think that could be
Yeah,
funny.
it's like like
I
they're
like
literally
that.
just playing cheap away so they can't rescue the princess, and there's like a Bowser Jr. gimmick where like it takes
Princess.
more Peach takes more damage when you hit her and not the Koopa like kidnapping her.
That could be real. Just Roy's the one holding her all the time, running around. I
Yeah, right.
I I don't know. It's weird because I think people would do her just to fill in that slot of just okay. Now all the Hotel Mario guys has a set. 'Cause she's the only one in the cutscene. She's the only one who doesn't have a set. And just like, do you want to do that? Do you want to fill that slot in, buddy? Do you want to go through the hell
Yeah,
of the LOL spoiler and speculation chat?
yeah. I just put it at not likely because I feel like no one's gonna think it's a stretch to just do it.
Yeah, unless there's
And
like some
yeah,
big CDI boof out of nowhere. Probably not. No.
yeah. All right,
Mappy,
Mappy.
your turn.
I really want it to happen. It's not gonna. I don't think it'll happen. But God, I want. Mappy is like the most underrated of Namco arcade games. No one ever brings this guy up, but he has like a whole franchise under his belt, and no one talks about it.
Is he like the what is it? That liquid crystal guy who Pit Stop Larry or something?
It's not even like Pitfall Larry because that's just a bad game in the franchise. Mappy is like what's the word? Like, what do I think? I'd say Mappy is like the not Earthbound. It's it's like the black sheep of the Namco arcade games. Like everyone acknowledges that it's there, but also nobody acknowledges Mappy's just there. If that makes sense, right? And surprise, I think the D Kess movie really helped because Mappy had gotten third, along with SMG4 in a tie. So I think the D Kess movie is really what get invoked interest, and I do plan to have Mappy come back for movie 3 because, I mean, you can't just leave with that character thread like that, just never left off. I think just Mappy in general has a whole franchise under his belt and is really underappreciated in general. So I think he legitimately could has potential for a proper moveset.
Mappy
And I
would be
really
so
want it to
awesome. Mappy would
happen.
be so cool. Mappy would be the most incredible Smash Bros. LOL moveset the world has ever seen.
It's not gonna happen. I know it's not.
I think he's pretty cool. I think his like small inclusion in the DKS movie makes me want to do it because like I want to learn about him. Okay, so are we counting Piggy Tails?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess a pig was just a generic pig. I like incorporating him as one of the actual name characters because I can totally see it now.
Mm.
And I think it just worked better for the character instead of just having him just be a general. Because to be fair, I did make the moveset when they weren't like defined characters outside of the birds. So I think that's a pretty safe retcon that I really enjoy. So yeah,
Piggy is in Lawler's mod right now, and I think he's one of the couple of characters in that LOL that is getting their set soonish, probably maybe. But I'm somewhat interested. I think it's gonna be cool, and it's gonna be cool. I don't know. It's a pig. I want bacon now. It's nearly 2 a.m.
I cannot say this. I cannot say the same thing for Bomb.
So we have a red moveset in the UTL. That's like my only outliner. If like another LOL spin-off wants to do it, maybe. But,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I think here's a good
Yeah.
place for you.
All right. And an Eddie. All right. I'm hoping that whistle I did for the theme song caught on there.
So, I really love their What If sets. Unfortunately, What If got canned because cringe. But I really love their sets. I think it's a nice little ending for What If in a way that these
Yep.
three. It took 9 months to make, and I believe is the longest move set right now, or the longest set like move set
say
video. Gone.
Absolutely worth it in my opinion.
Yeah.
The three, I think that is like the definitive set for the three of them.
Yeah, I don't want like I know Ed and Eddie like is a long show, so someone could just like randomly make one. I don't think I can ever
mean, you
imagine another interpretation without imagining the What If one.
Yeah.
that good.
That's.
Man.
I hope we get more movesets for the other characters as well. Like Johnny, Kevin. Like, there's a lot of potential for a lot of the non-Ed characters. You know what I mean?
Hishion Law Free says all the homies love Bomb. Where are the Bomb fans? No one loves him. He's gonna die sad and alone. At least like Terrence or Matilda would be funny. Or something.
Dude, Terrence would be fucking hilarious, dude.
Do you want one from the Angry Birds movie? Wait, did you know they're making a third one?
No, yeah, apparently Red fucked at some point, and apparently according to the plot synopsis, so there's
That's my sister.
No, the fact that I don't know how the movie you do know the movie is apparently canon, right?
Mm. I don't
So,
think
like,
I don't think it should be canon, but alright.
I don't even know how it's canon.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's just very bizarre to me. Just like, yeah, that's canon. It's such a weird. Like,
oh fuck!
Angry Birds lore is bizarre.
Oh well, I gotta update my sex tier list now. Let's go back and do that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Also,
Yeah.
I will say, Ed did start a problem that I like to bring up here now that I actually have the chance to. His side B, actually, let me bring it up real quick.
Back to Best Luigi.
Yeah, best Luigi. That's what I'm talking about.
He's the best.
He's the best. It's like the side B, I believe.
I'm glad it was the final smash. I'm so happy about that in the final smash.
Monster.
For the D Kess kit.
This thing, when it comes up. I think it's here, or is it like no? It's not. No, it's on the Bo Bermans. No, here. This has caused immeasurable damage in the LoL community, dude. The precise hitbox vehicle moves has made damage. You know how much fucking damage?
I'm gonna be so real. I know it sounds weird coming from me, given the fact that I'm not in. I'm such a big part of the community, but I have no idea what damage this really did.
They just make it so like in the vehicle moves, you just have it like, oh, it's precise, so it's not broken, and like the hitbox isn't as precise. Oh my god! Imagine someone fucking doing that and making their move fucking useless because the hitbox is so weird. Imagine. Sorry. But no,
Yeah.
this has caused. I know like other movesets that does it, like the SpongeBob one from Galaxy that does it, but like to a weird level. This one is just, oh my god. This one image is so scary because I just think about all the vehicle moves. We'll take this from inspiration. That cheesy bastard has corrupted our youth with this one image.
How cheesy.
But no, like unironically, I think this, whether we like to admit it or not, it's just forever with us. It's now in the DNA of LoL. If you make a vehicle move, you'll think about this. I did it. You'll do it.
I'm trying to think. Do I even have a vehicle move in Odyssey?
You don't actually.
Yeah, I do. Tuff's car.
Do you?
Shit, did I do that with Tuff?
What do you mean?
Oh, I gave Tuff a side special.
I thought you were talking about Odyssey. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. In D Kess, I don't think was there. Shit, god damn it! I got me thinking.
Geronimo Odyssey doesn't have any vehicle moves. I know that. No.
Yeah.
Tough. He has a car.
Yeah. I guess Gary technically has one with side special,
Gary.
but like. Yeah.
But
yeah. More crabs.
That cheesy bastard. I know. I think I had Thomas do that with his passive. Yes. Fucking those fucking precise hitboxes, man. Bro, imagine like your doctor shows you like your X-ray after you get in a car accident, and it just shows this. It just shows this in your X-ray. Anywho, more. God.
Not likely.
Yeah.
I don't see.
We're
Okay,
joke.
I don't see anyone really doing a moveset dedicated to more crabs and all
What
the weird shit he's done in YouTube.
Is it like a
I think
creepypasta? What's the joke?
okay, basically, more Krabs is just a weird up-close image of Mr. Krabs in the jellyfishing
That,
episode,
but like,
the jellyfish jam episode.
Is it just like he does the one thing and that's the moveset, or?
It's basically based on all the appearances more Krabs has in like YouTube poop. It's basically YTP Mr. Krabs essentially.
Okay, yeah.
It's like Spinge Bill, I guess if that makes sense, but for crabs.
Does he have SpongeBob?
I just call them. God damn. I just call them more because that's the most iconic. That makes more sense. There's not like a. There's no consistent Spinge Bill term for crabs like Spinge Bill, for instance.
I feel like more crabs could be a perfect
iconic
Spinge Bill YouTube poop SpongeBob set. Like, I get that idea of like having this weird YouTube poop thing as an avatar. How you were gonna do that with, Spinge Dinner, whatever his name was at some point before he got cut.
Dinner, yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I
before
just
he turned into a boss.
I just feel like instead of picking up the idea, people are more prone to just making a new avatar for the YouTube poops or grabbing from something else they like.
Yeah.
That's just my take.
Yeah.
Alright, why does this look like he's nutting?
that I think that was a request from my brother.
Fuck it. Alright.
Squidward,
he's in Law Mad, but gone.
Yeah, Squidward, that was a story because again, I was like sort of like me and my brother, like, okay, every good week, that's SpongeBob and Patrick. Who are we missing? Squidward, obviously. So, yeah, with his mad moveset, I'm much more. Oh, my voice sounds like you. That's perfect.
You're good.
Apparently.
You're good.
So I don't connect again.
No, you're good. Wait, no.
Yeah.
I think it's just your. I think it's my OBS just fucking. Moves back to you.
Zab, your voice is turning into a real rock.
Yeah, this has happened like a little bit throughout. Like I had Cheesy on here and it happened. Let me see if I can fix it real quick.
Okay. Alright, I guess. Yes, everyone, my mic's going off the wall. I get it. He's a frick. Well, hello again.
Alright, let's hope that fixes it. How do I? That just happened. That's my OBS.
So I'm turning into a white? Red? What?
A withered. I think they meant, like, you know how the wyvern and FNAFs make, like, weird noises? Alright, does he sound better?
Oh, they just spelled it wrong. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, anyway, Squilliam, circumstance or condition. He's either getting being an Echo Fighter in Law Mad, or he's not getting it set at all.
Squilliam. So, what if he gets a moveset by himself?
I just don't see it. Like, I can't really tell what he would do. That's not echoing Squidward.
What if like, no, because imagine the taunt where he just goes, "Who put you on the planet?" Ugh.
That's the perfect taunt, man. I remember I actually am pretty happy of how I translated Squilliam to copy what I did with Squidward.
I think Squilliam being an Echo is just like a very good idea. Although this Lawl didn't do it that well from memory.
Yeah, I think that's more of a suffering of Squidward's moveset rather than how I did Squilliam.
I think Circumstance. I think Circumstance is a good tier for him because you can go either way to me, and I think I'd rather he gets done rather than anyone else below him right now.
All right.
Yeah, oh. So, obviously.
This was Reggie's pick.
No. That's
Reggie's pick.
Go on, talk about it.
Yep, Reggie thought that the bell was hilarious.
We were young ones, don't worry.
We were stupid middle schoolers. It only made sense. So we thought we'd just add him because, like, hey, it's just sort of like SMG4. In fact, I think Jeffy was planning to be SMG4's rival at that point in time.
Real quick,
I think it was only
people are mentioning that yes, Squilliam's appearance are very more scarce in characters like Larry the Lobster. I kind of understand that, but I think making a moveset for him using those materials will be a bit more fun, and seeing the lengths this community can do, it could be pretty cool. I think his up B is really lazy, the one where he just gets like a weird elevator from Band Geeks. That's stupid. Anywho, keep talking about Jeffy.
Yes. Okay. Yes. For the sake, a reaction channel. I know Fresh Cut Slim has watched some of the newer SML stuff. That's now that they're, no longer Mario related at all. I mean, they have some. I mean, I think they're able to do. They're not as blatantly racist and sexist and whatnot anymore.
Oh no, they still are. Don't worry, I've seen clips.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
They're still unfunny. Don't worry. They're just slop. There's no way someone would do them in good conscience.
Yeah.
Now, where's Bad Things Guy moveset? Do it, Zab, you fraud. You gotta make it with the FNF idol. He's like,
I hate the fact that I know what you're talking about.
because of FNF. No, because you have boyfriend. That'd be the perfect rival.
It's not even because of Friday Night Funkin'. I told her, me and Reggie used to watch this in middle school. That's where we made the moveset from. I know the lore you're talking about, but without even the FNF relation.
Dud Bad Thing. Anywho, Doodle Bob, he's been done. He won the slot. But talk about him, I guess, without giving away too many details about how he will be done.
Actually, hang on. Before I go to Doodle Bob, I want to go on this fucking rant, okay? SML tried to pull what SMG4 did, basically, and try to have, like, some serious lore with their characters and whatnot, like when they give Jeffy's parents and whatnot. But here's the fucking problem with that. SML did not take does not understand how to properly take something as seriously as SMG4, as strange as it sounds. SMG4, at the very least, made their story arcs make sense within their world. Right? Like, look at it this way. Like, SMG4, their story arcs involve, while taken seriously, were about Waluigi making T-pose viruses. A guy with a TV for his head trying to make the perfect television show. The most serious they got was for their 10th anniversary, where this Eldritch monstrosity is trying to destroy the world, and guess what? The Eldritch monstrosity is killing recolors of Super Mario. It's inherently goofy and stupid, right? Like they're not they're at least aware of the fact that yes, when SMG4 adds storylines and stuff to their characters, it makes sense within the context of their world. SML, they just try making themselves act like we're actually deep and serious, and we actually can tell really convincing storylines. And they just go from 0 to 100 with no in between. It feels like two completely different series. And you could probably argue the same thing from SMG4, but at the very least, it was much more gradual. SMG4, I see what you're typing in the tier list, by the way.
No.
But still, the point, God damn it. The point is, SML does not understand how to add proper, stories into their characters without properly making them fit into the world. They're more focused on the shock value and getting people to be like, oh, wait, SML is deep. There is actual storylines into it. No, there isn't. They have one episode, and then it's never brought up again. Fuck. I've heard people comparing the two because it's completely different in how it's done.
Oh, shit.
Put it in the wrong tier. God tier.
My bad.
So, I would mean to get that one off my chest. But yeah, fine.
Do you think we
blink
should...
twice ago. God damn. Right.
Anywho, without revealing too many details, give us your vision on maybe what will become a Doodle Bob and your reaction to him winning the poll.
Right. Doodle Bob, I'm so surprised, has won the empty slot not only once, but twice. That is crazy to me, because frankly, I didn't think Doodle Bob was going to win at all. I fully expected it was going to be Mappy or SMG4 or Zomboss. Because Doodle Bob, to me, he always just felt like he was an interesting character. I just thought, oh, he's just a fun little side character in the D Kess storyline that led to them being able to create stuff more for stuff for the army. It wasn't nothing too crazy. And he won by a fucking landslide. And it just kind of that really surprised me. Because I wasn't really expecting Doodle to do too much, you know? And so he's got a lot more appearances since then, and since his like initial debut, with like the Doodle Dimension episode, and of course with the Were Doodle and whatnot. He even had his own string of YouTube shorts dedicated to what he does in his spare time. So he not only does he have a lot more to work with now, I'm just kind of curious on what... I'm actually really excited to get to work on making this moveset.
Okay, help you all stay tuned for that. Anywho, why Wendy?
Wendy was the Gravity Falls character. I mean, I think it was I think that was more so because... Oh, wait, hang on. Sam, we see a question about Doodle. We'll use Drawn to Life SpongeBob. I'll try to incorporate more stuff from Drawn to Life SpongeBob, though I'm not sure how much that'll get into the moveset itself.
Oh yeah, Doodle Bob, because SpongeBob had like Modern SpongeBob did like a whole thing where like it brought back some of its old characters to like do some shit. Like Doodle Bob has some episodes now. But do you think you're gonna do shit in that one episode that he did back in like the old SpongeBob, or do you think you're gonna do stuff from all of his appearances for a more diverse set?
I mean, to be fair, Doodle Bob's like stuff in different things is more so like he draws stuff. That's still the central facet of his character and what he does in those things. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna do like I'm not like it's funny that he's fairy, but I'm not gonna really use that as part of the moveset. If that makes sense, right? Like that's not something you can really incorporate here.
All right, Wendy, go on. Gravity Falls is a weird thing where like. I don't think we have a Gravity Falls set that's, like, not dated in some way. Is that weird?
You broke up a bit. What'd you say? It's not what?
Just, like, not dated in some way. Like, there's, like, some, like, oldness to it or some grittiness. Like, Bill is cool. I think he is the most recent one of the Gravity Falls fuckers, right?
Yeah, Bill's the most recent, if I'm not mistaken. I think the issue... I think he's kind of outdated because of the Book of Bill, but not really.
He's a little outdated, but I mean, like... I guess, like...
He didn't really...
I was more about, like, animation-wise a little bit, but I think it's still good for what Odyssey was at the time. Yeah, I think it was still good for what it was at the time. Don't worry.
I think the moveset still holds up. I just think the animation could use some tune-ups, which, I mean, duh. But, like...
But yeah, I guess that's interesting. Like, Mabel finally in Nova. We'll get a Gravity Falls guy who's... looks cool.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. That was my hope to win because I was so ready to have the Mystery Twins back together, man. I was so happy.
Anyway, Mabel.
Shit, why didn't I mention them in the upcoming characters? That's probably my most excited now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Anyway, Wendy, what do you think people would do Wendy?
Wendy, not likely by virtue. She's the least quote-unquote interesting in the fact that she's the badass normal. Which is good, but also bad because by virtue, what do you do for a moveset? Like Stan, Ford, they all have more Ford. Like hell, even some of the side characters have more interesting stuff to do.
Yeah, I feel like Wendy becomes Axe Girl. I think she could be a cool assist trophy. Maybe like throwing axes. But other than that, no, I don't. Nah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I think Wendy. I just think is the issue. Just comes from the fact that. I'm just struggling to think of, like, what could you do that's ironically too different from the D Kess set, I guess.
Would you rather do Wendy or Grunkle Stan? You know. Wendy's, like, in the intro where, like, she doesn't get much love by the writers, which I know is a meme in the Gravity Falls community, which I think is just done because I think overall everyone was made of an archetype, while Wendy's archetype... didn't fit the show, or the writers just wanted to tell more interesting stories that didn't include her.
I know that they said that they had plans for Wendy that they couldn't get done. Honestly, I think it's fine that Wendy didn't have an arc, because, like, if every character in the show had, like, some deep-seated emotional trauma, it's good to have a character who legitimately is a shoulder to lean on and has things figured out, and a cast full of people who need to get their shit together, right? Yeah, not saying that Wendy, of course, gets a bit shafted by the writers. I'm just saying in general, I think it's okay that she doesn't have as much deep, complex stuff. Sometimes it's good to have a character who's, like, is in a decent spot of mind, if that makes sense.
The more you give a character, the more flaws they can have too. Which I think when you get that
Yeah.
cool medium, it's like it's good slop.
Yeah.
Also, as a character though, as a moveset, nah, I think this is more interesting grounding for all
Yeah.
guys to go. So if it just goes in that Freddy category of this is more interesting people to do.
Yeah.
Geronimo Mouse.
Really want to happen. Stilton deserves a good moveset. There's
Yeah.
so much content between the books, the Kingdom of Fantasy, the TV shows. The dude has so much to pull from. I legitimately think he have a fantastic moveset. And in general, I think an investigator character, like an investigator news reporter character, fits really well in a law setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like regardless, like the
he could do some Marvel vs. Capcom Phoenix Wright shit maybe.
yeah. Plus, in general, not only is that just fun for a character, I'm just thinking like I think I mentioned that I think Geronimo would fit best in Beatdown, surprisingly,
Ooh,
because I think I
okay.
could totally see him investigating the weirder shit going down. Like, sure, he's a scaredy cat, but he's a great fucking reporter, and he's able to like expose like a lot of scams, monsters of the week, Gooby Doo style, and whatnot. I could totally see him fitting in as like as a journalist they're hiring to investigate something, and him figuring the shit out and getting the scoop.
Geronimo Mouse. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think he's. Although I'm not. I would want X and Mappy before him. I think he would be cool. Just 'cause I just look at him. Looks all reppy. I think a lot of people would like him. I think I could get interested by him if I watched a move set based about him and it's very faithful.
Yeah, I would love to
Um.
see a modern Geronimo.
Okay. So I want to talk about this a little bit. We've gone. I think stuff in LoL gets left behind the more shit goes. Like I don't think CDI shit is as popular to do. Definitely nowadays. But
I mean, I
we
think that's
have,
more so
but
because
we have
yeah,
not we have not let go of Adventure of the Sonic the Hedgehog. We get so much stuff from that, and as someone who has two of those reps in your roster, I guess how do you feel about all the cocoa nuts about the whole Sonic and I think Prime? But gone.
I think the difference comes from the fact that the CDI characters. I would argue we have gotten a resurgence with Hotel Mario, and then later, I guess King Koopa technically isn't CDI, but like, I think it's more so just giving the characters who deserve their dues after so long, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like all the Zelda CDI characters kind of got their big breaks during the classic era, if that makes sense, right? We had the King, CDI Link, two CDI Ganon, CDI Zelda. Morshu got a remake because I just thought in general, I think a more balanced Morshu remake made sense. Plus, I had fun ideas with him in the storyline,
Yeah.
which is where that came from. And then Scratch and Grounder had gotten a moveset. Coconuts had a moveset. I saw Sonic moveset was, I think, is it still lost the time? I think they found that one, but like,
Yeah, they got
ARL
re-uploaded
still,
by Scap. Also, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. So Ace,
I imagine you're really excited for the Prime set, the Sonic that the Adventure Sonics.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's all bouncy.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Where did ASOS Sonic get on the DKS slot? I think.
Yeah.
I think if I recall correct, yeah, and like the characters who were exclusive to the lore, ASOS Sonic got 20, which I think made him third out of that list.
Mm.
So yeah, in
Ta-
general,
Tails though, eh.
Tails I could see working if they lean into like all the other like him using Von Schlemmer's equipment that he often does, like the growth thing that made him a giant, or like the Nightmare Machine, or him like referencing like the other side. Like there's the episode where like he was like a detective with Sonic for a bit. I think Tails just in general representing the wackier shenanigans that are pulled off by Robot or Sonic themselves.
Tails
Makes
would.
sense for the character because he does a support role.
I think Tails would be cool. I think I would like some other characters before him. Like I think, although like maybe different shows, but I think Sally could be cool. Like not different show,
Yeah,
but like same DNA.
yeah.
I think
I don't.
I think I put him in circumstance or conditions because I think there's more people you can do other than him, but I don't think he's the
Yeah,
not
I think
likely tier. I think he's like the
yeah,
tier
I think
above.
he's like a healthy medium. I could see people trying to do it to, like round out the Adventures cast, because then we have every major character in the show, right?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah.
But unlike CDI Peach, you don't have like under a minute to use. You have a lot
Yeah.
to use for that one. Oh, maybe you could do a thing where like his final smash is like Sonic says. That could be funner because he's the one like learning the lesson.
Like Sonic says, get the fuck out of here.
Honestly, Sonic says, get in the blast zone. Honestly, a Sonic says stage could work for him. I'd be fine with it. I'd be fine
Kids,
with
there's nothing more cool than having Smash Brothers with someone you like, but as someone is wave dashing and using air text, that's no good.
Why did they make that? All right, Leo, we're going. Oh wait, no, this is being made. This is being made by Liquid Crystal, dude.
Yeah, Leo's getting an LLC moveset.
Yeah, I have not that much opinion of him. I haven't seen him that much in Liquid Crystal, but I remember we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. I remember that. All I know about him.
Leo, fun fact, Leo was a request by my little sister.
Ah, nice.
I mean, yep, I made that moveset for her, so she get to have someone on the DKS roster. So yeah,
Sonic says, "Dodge this raw final smash, bitch." Fighting's no good.
So yeah, Leo was entirely made for my little sister because she wanted him to get a moveset from the videos I made. So I said, okay, I'll make him a recurring character, and so that's what I did.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. Nate.
Nate, I really want it to happen, and I think that we could. Honestly, I think I'd see movesets for more kids. Like I think it's in Geronimo in the same boat, like Wimpy Kid and whatnot. I feel like those could get are like an untapped Captain Underpants, Dogman, that genre of children's books, and like not even I wouldn't even say children's books really. There, like, just in general, that section could just.
Yo, sorry, God.
I just think that's a really untapped gold mine worth for movesets.
I think he has a little less of a chance than compared to someone like Geronimo, so I think he can go in the same tier Tails is in right now.
Yeah, that's fair. He's not as popular as Greg or Geronimo, but I think he definitely has a chance.
There's like Law Kart. They're doing like a moveset based off those weird Viking guys from like not the same thing, but like the same DNA of like those weird like, old comics. Zomboss.
Comics are great. Will happen eventually. This one is going to happen eventually. Yeah. I'm calling it.
Like, how do we have a moveset for fucking sorry, Disco Zombie? We're getting a brown coat moveset later, but no one wants to do Zomboss. Like, it's so weird. He got second too.
Honestly, I was expecting Zomboss to win, to be honest. I was fully prepared for him to win. Cause like it just makes the most sense. He was the 1,000 subscriber character. He was like lore important for manufacturing like the airship in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's special. I think even if you don't know that much about Plant vs Zombie, like I think a good chance of people will know who Zomboss is, just like from kind of an iconic nature to him and the name Zomboss. I can imagine him like. Maybe like being a little mech too, like Bowser Jr. style. I don't know. Like I like him.
That's what I did with. Yeah, that is what I did with it. Like that thing he's in was fully custom sprited and everything by me. So he had like a thing to like maneuver around, and I really like the idea of him just deadass bringing out the horde to attack. I think it was too randomized and could have used some work, but I'm genuinely really happy with how a lot of Zomboss' set turned out. I think it was my favorite one to work on in general. It was right off the high of 1,000 subscribers, and I think I have the OST. Could you look up the OST track I used for Zomboss' set, by the way?
I could just look back at the video.
Yeah, like I think that might be the most hype I've ever had for a DKS set, like in general, that music track in there.
What was the music track?
Yeah, it was like during like the reveal, like it starts off and like
here?
Yeah, like in the video itself.
Let me turn this off.
Yeah, it's the rock remix of the Zombie on Your Lawn from the Xbox 360 trailer.
Ah.
Yep, I had a custom like stitch it together from the trailers because obviously there was dialogue and like sound effects together to make the full song.
You had Milo Murphy?
But yeah, that's why he was like I was going to anyways. Like I scrapped him later on.
Well, hey, funny how that works.
Yep, that's why he was in the DKS Empty Slide after all.
It was gonna happen no matter what, bitch.
Yep. But yeah, so yeah, that was like I think he just had the right mix of the excitement of making a moveset, the 1,000 subscribers, the fun ass kit idea of just bringing out the whole fucking zombie horde in a match. The memories of putting Zomboss together are probably my
No,
favorites from making D Kess.
Zomboss is gonna happen. I think it needs to happen, you know. But
Yep.
yeah, Godzilla. I know you're a big
I think
Godzilla guy, but go on.
I'm a huge fucking Godzilla guy. Yeah, no. Godzilla for sure is gonna happen by somebody. I just don't know
I think I
what
just want to.
Godzilla.
I think this is a good place for him because I think people
I,
don't want that responsibility of him happening, and
I think the issue is just what Godzilla it'll be is why I'm putting him there.
yeah, I think this is just a good place for him. This thing is I don't know.
I'd say not likely. I could see someone doing 98 Godzilla in maybe like a less mimetic way where he was just a joke.
Zilla is such
character
a
at that point.
weird name, by the way. What's
Yeah,
like
he's called Zilla. He's canonically called Zilla because when they bought, because according to the director, they took the guy out of Godzilla when they made the movie.
what the fuck is that thing? Ghidorah? What is that? I've never seen that.
What, Ghidorah?
This is like the realm of DKS where I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Okay, Ghidorah is like the main villain of the Godzilla franchise. He basically goes from planet to planet, destroying the entire thing, and then just moves on to the next.
What? What? How do they
Yeah,
have
and
multiple?
he's-
How do they have multiple movies then? If Godzilla
Because Godzilla continues to kick his ass.
isn't there like a Godzilla anime out there?
Yes, there's a Godzilla anime, multiple.
Oh,
But yeah, Ghidorah, I'm gonna put him as circumstance of condition. I can see Ghidorah happening. He's just not as iconic as Godzilla, and he feels much more as boss character. Like, I know it's ironic, because like a lot of the kaiju in general just fit better as boss characters, but Ghidorah in particular because he is the boss character of the Godzilla franchise. If it's not Godzilla himself.
all right. I think we gotta be a bit more respectful for them for this next one, just because of like recent shit.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
Susan was put there 'cause was added. I think the YouTube error icon not only does what it's doing better,
Yeah,
but also
for one, yeah, the YouTube era guy did it better too. This is just
Yes.
a little dated. It's in poor taste nowadays, and it is
not
just
only is it really
unfortunate.
dated, I
Yeah,
just feel bad about it now.
yeah,
'cause,
no,
you know,
I like nothing. Again, this is like nothing against you, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Rest in peace, Susan.
yeah. The plan was to make I think the issue was that we did this before we like had with like Susan as like the bad guy because that was just the joke of the internet at the time for the CEO,
Yeah,
and we didn't ever update it to match that. I guess that makes sense. We just used this picture of the actual person behind it. I guess that makes sense. My issue with it.
Interior Crocodile Alligator says, honestly, if anyone were to do Zilla these days, I say base him on the animated series that spawned him from the movie.
Actually, that's Zilla Jr. That's his kid. Zilla returns as a cyborg and is a completely different character at that point.
Yeah, get with your times.
So, yeah.
Awesome face.
Okay, Epic Universe gives him a whole bunch of source material, but nobody knows what that is, so I'm putting that in not likely.
I think he's iconic in a weird way, so I think maybe this tier.
I feel like most people don't know the full extent of what the awesome face like does outside of just being a goofy little face.
That's fair.
So I just think that.
But you know,
So I
this
think
is
that's why
also
I'm putting him in
like
not likely.
this and someone else who's coming up is kind of like one of the DKS characters where it's weird. Like I think I'd prefer them to stay in DKS in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of like iconic in a way. Speaking of iconic, teacher. God.
God.
Teacher Sweet.
Damn it, that was-
Teacher Sweet. By Zed.
God damn it.
So what's
Alright.
so what's the joke with the teacher? I don't know this joke.
It's not even a joke. I did that as for a fucking Memorial Day. Cause I thought it was, not Memorial Day, what was it fucking, I think it was like something, but I don't remember the full context. I think it was literally just like, it was like a teacher appreciation day or some shit. And I just made the moveset as like a, there you go, I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the full extent of it.
Why did you do that?
Because I was a dumb fuck kid, that's why.
You think they watched the full thing?
I don't even know. Like, maybe.
You don't even know. It's so sad. You think they watched the full thing? I don't even know. Like, maybe. You don't even know. It's so sad. You think they watched the full thing? I don't even know. Like, maybe. You don't even know. It's so sad. You think they watched the full thing? I don't even know. Like, maybe. You don't even know. It's so sad.
Okay, to be fair, I got made fun of a lot for DKS up until the moment I got paid, and then suddenly everybody wanted to be my friend at that point.
Hey man, do you think that teacher's gonna come back in like a couple of months' time? Like, remember that moveset you made of me? Oh, you must be living the high life now, eh? So can I get a cameo with Decast free?
Yeah, I would honestly, if someone somehow made like a STEM teacher moveset based on like the public education system, I mean,
Honest,
I can see it, the moveset happening, but I don't know why the
does
fuck you would.
does this count as like an OC?
I mean, I
This
kind
is
of,
the
I
second. How
guess.
come she never appeared in like any of the fucking Decast movies?
Canonically, she retired.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, I made a post for like the Halloween like Inktober thing that like kind of like says like certain characters did after DCast and explain, and I did like a off Math Mansion that
Oh,
teacher like
oh,
retired
for fuck's
and
sake,
just moved on with their
June's
life.
fucking spoiled Decast free by saying like
God
teacher's the main character. We had that in the reveal.
damn it, damn it, we had a fuck. All right, I guess DCast movie 3 is canceled, guys. I'm
Fucking
sorry.
June Rabbit talk after this.
Damn. All right, you can't keep spoiling shit.
Anyway, no.
So I guess it's more of like a caricature, like a stereotype, than a more of like a OC because there wasn't really any character. Like her only importance in the lore was being one of the many people kidnapped during the subspace emissary,
Hmm.
and then so I guess that's that. All right, Al and Gritty have history because those were the picks from my mom and my dad. They're both hockey
Oh.
fans. They're both hockey fans. Al's the pick from my mom. Originally, if you looked at earlier DKS videos, I was gonna do Megatron because I didn't realize he was referring to the football player with the Megatron nickname and not actual Megatron.
Wait, hold on. Sketch artist said, "What are you talking about? Where do you have a teacher in Odyssey? Their name's Baldy."
They went on a couple of dates, but it fizzled out after a
Oh
while.
yeah, that's my favorite crack ship now. Teacher and Baldy. It's my favorite. Gritty. I only know it's more of an American thing, so I don't know about it. I
Okay,
just
Gritty is fucking hilarious. Okay, he's basically the equivalent if like if they made Animal a fucking hockey mascot.
I just know what I just know what he is purely because there was like a fucking there was like this has-been hotel panel and like the actor Brandon Rogers got beaten up by a guy in a gritty outfit on stage. It was so weird.
I mean, it makes sense for the character. Gritty's the only sport is like the best sports mascot. But bringing to the fact he's a fucking asshole.
I think
Like
he's funny.
he
I like
makes threats to other mascots. Actively beats up other members of the other team. He once dumped popcorn on a random guy because he had like a had like a like
you know
for the Pittsburgh team. He just dumped
you
popcorn on
know
the fucker
what?
and
This
ran
guy
off
can go
laughing.
here. I want gritty. I want gritty to happen
Yes,
now.
you're.
Gritty.
Oh, hang on. Al, bump down Al to a not likely.
Okay.
Because Al doesn't actually have a mascot suit. He's the
Ah, okay, he's
mascot,
lame.
but he doesn't actually have a suit or a character or anything. The only thing that Al actually really has outside of generic hockey stuff is the fact that for some reason, in Detroit, they just throw live octopi into the ice skating rink during halftime.
What?
Yeah, no, that's a real fucking thing.
What the fuck are you guys doing over there?
First of all, I live in Ohio. I live in fuck ass Ohio.
I'm talking to the people that live there. If you're watching,
Uh,
it has to be at least one.
The people who live in Detroit are fucking weird. You know, I live in Ohio. For some reason, my dad's a fan of Philadelphia teams, and my mom's a fan of Michigan teams.
Well, Grimace
I guess
rapped. Wait, Gritty rapped against Grimace one time. He did that. Sorry,
it.
everything hearing about Gritty and the way he was animated in the DCast movie, I kind of want him to happen now. Just
Gritty's fucking great. I would love for Gritty to come back, dude.
guys,
So much.
someone make a Gritty set. You have my blessing. You should do it.
You know, my blessing.
Okay, this is
Sam, give us proof. Just look it up. It's not. I actually don't look it up. It's kind of disturbing because there's people ice skating there. So that's not
Yeah.
exactly the nicest thing for the octopi.
Anywho, this guy, I like the idea to the point where I needs to stay in DCAS. But God, Ocean Man, take me by the hand, show me to the land. How did you make this guy? As the Mario Party 9 music kicks in. As the...
Okay, Ocean Man came about just by it was just a bit, and we thought, hey, actually, this is kind of funny. Let's do this. And we're like, totally. We need like a fun climax for the Enter Subspace video. The idea of Ocean Man saving this fun. That's how that came about. And so we just made the fucking moveset. My brother tried making me use the CG5 version to avoid copyright claims because, like I said, we were getting paid, and to us stupid kids, we were like, "Ooh, we're getting money from YouTube. That's really cool." You know what I mean? And
Dude,
I think it's a beautiful irony. He was the last.
he
DKS
was the
set.
last one. Dude, he's such a fun fucking thing. And, like, I don't want anyone else to attempt it, because they just kind of be the same thing. Like, you can only do it, this is like actual stuff. You can only do this idea once, and it remains here. This is DKS's
Personally,
baby.
I think
DKS,
I could see I
DKS,
think a moveset of the mollusk.
honestly, DKS and some kind of being, maybe it was Doodle Bob. They came together. They went oinka boinka, and this thing came out. That's my headcanon. What? This is DKS's baby, is what I'm saying. Anywho, Reggie.
Reggie is a weird one. Because I'm worried people are going to make a Reggie moveset and expect like the same accolades as DKS got,
I,
missing the point of the DKS moveset entirely.
I, I,
That's my
I don't, just like knowing Shrekkles, although he references Reggie a bit, I don't think Reggie's gonna be like a rival to DKS or something like that.
yeah, I just don't see it. I do plan to reveal what happened with the character in movie 3, and I've debated on having Reggie cameo in Zablab on a couple of occasions. It's just I don't know if I really want to see a Reggie moveset. Like he's kind of moved on from the law community at this point, so it wouldn't be a community at this point. And while the dude, I mean, you could make a moveset for him. It's just kind of more so like he's the point is he does Reggie. The point is Reggie did move on and DKS didn't. If that makes sense,
Yeah,
right? They were both always.
I'm also just not as interested. I'll be for him.
He's also just not as interesting as a character as DKS. The whole point is that Reggie is the responsible, like he's aware he shouldn't really force himself too much into this. He's aware that about the glory hog, whereas DKS very much was a glory hog who wanted everything. Like it's
Well,
their sheer creations kind of dictate. Yeah, of course DKS gets a moveset back. He wants to be back in the spotlight.
he wants
Reggie doesn't, and that kind of
Reggie could be a DKS Echo slash J. Done it. I think they're a bit different, and the difference is not there. It's like if you made like Chalmers and Echo to
inner. Yeah.
yeah, just because you wanted to. Anywho, what the fuck is that thing?
No, 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 no. Put it in the fucking no.
What is it?
It was a stupid. It was a meme. It was a bit I did in one video that I made into a moveset in another as a moveset as like an edit, quote unquote, in an editing test that my brother decided to make public because we hadn't uploaded a Law D Kess video in a while, and nobody has let me live it down since. It was just meant to be.
Is this an OC?
No, it is not an OC. It doesn't count as an OC. It never was an OC. It's
Oh yeah, hold on. No, Chad Decas got a moveset and lives in a mansion. Virgin Reggie works at McDonald's in the Oreo store.
oh my god. Yeah, no fucking. And no, Sarah Luigi. Not only do I think Sarah Luigi shouldn't come back, but also just like it's not even funny at that. I feel like the joke is kind of funny that it just exists there. It's like a figure haunting me. I think at making it a moveset in lore importance kind of ruins the bit, if that makes sense.
What if it was like a boss in Oreos for like Decas?
I can see it as an assist trophy or a boss, though. Personally, I would want Null to be a boss in Arius. I can see that one working better as a boss, because given the fact that I've given him a lot more material now, and the fact that it just makes more sense, I could totally see Null being a boss.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if the bosses in Arius are gonna have lore importance or not, so obviously that might change it a bit. But you get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. All right. So Pink Sheep's interesting because although he's not in Odyssey, he has someone else repping him in Odyssey.
Yeah, TNT and Pink Sheep are extremely different in characters and whatnot, so I definitely could see Pink Sheep getting a moveset. I'm
I
gonna put it in
think
really want it to happen, but
I
not. I
think
don't think it's likely.
I think it's in
And
circumstance because I don't think it's as relevant. I don't think Minecraft, unless it's like a YouTuber, isn't as popular in LoL. So
fair.
I think I don't want to say not likely because I think it could happen. Like, does he do some cool shit?
Oh yeah, Pink Sheep does a lot. Pink Sheep's the equivalent of like like if Pink Sheep's like the MLG guy in the TNT. He basically is like the there's always someone better kind of trope, in that he has all the best shit. He has like the mansions and like mansions like all the like. He's basically the whole joke of him being a prankster gangster is that he's just basically like the badass, no, the badass guy in it, and he's always pulling off crazy random shit nobody else could.
Ontario Alligator said, "I've considered making Shawigi an assist trophy in the same vein of the Angry Joe from LoL Ultimate."
I'm surprised that honestly, I think Sir Luigi's best bet at anything was the Year of DKS contest. And I think that's kind of the issue here. That's kind of with Sir Luigi, that their best bet kind of already came and gone for any unironic like value.
Merlio says, "I've unironically had a dream where Pink Sheep tried to kill me." What the fuck? Would he do that?
I mean, Pink Sheep does just randomly just kill random people for the sake of if they piss him off enough. I can see it.
What's Purple Ship? What's his deal?
He's Pink Sheep's son, and he's the exact opposite. Pink Sheep's cool and gets everything right. Pink Sheep's stupid and gets everything wrong.
Well, in that vein, I think they're just in the same tier then.
Yeah, they're both fun characters, and I think Purple Ship even has enough on his own to be his own character at this point. I just think that the two, I can see them happening. I just don't think that they're as likely to happen as other mainstay Minecraft characters.
All right, I think it's time we finally talk about him. The character we've been getting to. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's Buck Cluck.
Fucker.
Obviously, he should be at the top.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be
You had me here. You've had me sitting here for the last fucking what?
2 hours.
How long has this been?
Nearly
going
2
for?
hours.
2 hours just for this fucking bit. God.
It all comes back to Buck. I just fought it last second of just one of my hype up D Kess at the end to just reveal.
You butt cluck motherfucker.
I don't even like Chicken Little.
Oh my god.
Fucking D Kess, what's up with him?
Did you just have that on standby, or did you have to, like, make that real quick?
I just grabbed it from like the Disney wiki and just sent it to like my like dead account on Discord, so I just downloaded it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, look. You can convince me to make reviews of views and whatnot. You can't convince. This is not a joke, by the way. Like, you can't like pay me to make like movesets for shit, because I'd have to restructure a bunch of shit in the lore. And in general, I make movesets for characters I'm more passionate about and interested in.
You've been Buck Cluck.
But you can't really.
You've been Buck Clucked.
Oh my god. So yeah, you like, so you can't really, it's like, for the donations and stuff. I'm fine with you guys donating for like fiction fights and whatnot. It's just hard for like law. Because LoL is like a way bigger investment, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's jokes aside, you can't convince me to get Buck Cluck or somebody.
But if you pay me, I'll make him make it, like, secretly. Like, I can mind control him. You don't know this. Right, how do you think he's on the stream? Anyway, D Kess.
Look, fucker, D Kess himself. Oh boy. Such a long history with this motherfucker. It's crazy.
It's like you've never let him go.
I think the crazy thing to me is that either next year or maybe 2027, depending on progress of the movie, that is in me letting him go after 10 years, right?
Sorry, just
like,
you know what would be actually a funny thing? You know, it was like those fake D Kess trailers you used to do. Because the Persona music's playing. It just like, it's the Persona free character reveal. He just does the Persona thing where he just shoots himself and just shows his Persona.
What would a D Kess have a fucking persona of?
something like no, because like Persona's whole thing is like the Personas are like kind of real things, but like in mythology. So like just the spaghetti monster.
Okay,
I can see
that's
that.
good. I like
Anyway,
spaghetti monster's
and
perfect.
I think
Okay.
it's interesting in DK's story. Like he's so linked to like his creator, or like not being that accepted or loved, which is funny because you created him and you kind of never let him go this whole time.
I think it's ironic because I was going to let him go. I had, like I said, I had vague plans of him being a twist villain, but that was like at the very tail end of Odyssey, right? Like I like, yeah, that'd be like years off, right? And even and who knows what would have changed at that point, given how on and off things change in life, right?
Mm.
So in general, D Kess was just likely to like. It was just sort of a freak accident that people genuinely started liking him more with that instructional moveset and just made me see value in him again, if that makes sense.
That's
And
really
so it's just
cool.
like,
I think DK's
yeah,
is like the outliner where it's just like he's your trophy. He's like, I get to keep this, or I need, and he's just with me, and I'm gonna remember for this, and I like that. It's like
yeah. And so,
it's an acceptance thing, which I think is kind of nice, seeing as again DCast when Lawl D Kess when it came out got like a very bad rap, but also I just got comments saying I got the epiphany Buck Cluck could be Lila's rival. Do you think I'm fat deadpan on this joke that I would make Buck
right.
Cluck Lila's rival? I might be. You don't know.
God damn it. Love
You
of
just
fuck, but yeah.
no. You just like Lila's like rival showcase happens. She just opens like this is another character entirely, but then they just get murdered, and Buck Cluck
Like,
stands there.
runs him over with his car.
Yeah, and then the stage is like the ZippityZab headquarters.
He said, it's a room.
Yeah. When we leave Buck Cluck unranked though, I'm sorry, we can't rank him. We can't. Like he can't be ranked. He's Buck Cluck the not cuck because he fucked.
He fucking sucks. God damn it.
Is
Look,
Buck Cluck gonna be the unrevealed fighter once Alex Yick gets got confirmed for Beatdown? Hey, we don't know if Yick's gonna be in Beatdown. Don't don't give. I'm gonna turn my music.
Christ.
I'm gonna turn my music off. But we did it. We did them all. Look at them. Is there anyone you
Yeah.
agree with? Anyone you disagree with? I guess we'll stay for a few more minutes. Maybe take some questions. But yeah.
Uh,
Is there any...
I'd say I'm pretty happy with everything here. I think Ocean Man's main difference is I think I just like not Ocean Man specifically. The Mollusk from like Ween in general could be a good rep, though. I'm obviously Ween has had more albums and I think more music reps in Wall and I think would be pretty nice, right? Like I could totally see, like a modern take on an MJ moveset.
Encore just got a bunch of those music fuckers because you know it's Encore.
Yeah, super more on for stuff like that. But yeah, in general, this list makes sense to me.
This is like yeah. This is I think this is where everyone I think should go. It's like I think this is the general opinion. I mean maybe the only outliner is CDI Peach because I can just see her getting done in the POV of someone just wanting to do it to fill the slaughter. Maybe they have a really good idea because I don't.
I mean, yeah,
Because, like, I'm kind of considering boosting her up because of CDI Impa. Like, it's weird.
I mean, I think at that point, though, it's more so like people are doing it not because they want to make a CDI Peach moveset, it's because they just want to fill out the roster, which isn't something most like LOLs do. Like that feels something more like what like the Law Kids thing would make, if that makes sense.
What if they have just...
Which we
What if they just have... Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say that like I think besides that idea I joked about where like, oh, the Koopalings are just tossing her back and forth and shit, and they're just running around on stage, keeping her away from people. I just don't generally know what else you could really do with CDI Peach outside of like, well, that.
She's a damsel, I guess. It's kind of
Yep.
it. She's very one note. Again, you'd have to do some extreme digging for it if you're gonna go with CDI angle. Zab, when do you predict Glumgold's moveset will come out?
All right. Well, you'll be happy to know that all of Glumgold's main animations for the moveset are all done.
Hmm.
All I really have left in terms of that is the final smash. which is more of a cinematic cutscene. So I really don't got to do much for that one. So I swear the cinematic thing will make more sense when you see it. But yeah, the animations are all mostly done. So really, I just gotta stitch everything together and get to work on the lore. Truth be told, given the fact that it's only been a month since the last moveset, I'm giving it about I could totally see it being the first thing I do for the first big video of 2026 to like kick off the season of ZippityZab, I guess.
Yep.
And I do have some other law stuff planned in the meantime between that. So it's not like I said, I took a bit of break from Odyssey by virtue of the fact since I was doing so much stuff with the Year of D Kess. I didn't want to do like law, like over fix it, like too much on law to avoid burnout, right?
Yeah. I guess this is kind of on the same line, off timing a little bit the Year of D Kess. So here's your goal.
Also, I did a 10-year anniversary direct where I confirmed the empty slot characters. I did the imposters moveset. I revealed, like, I feel like that kind of makes up for it. I feel like I had like a 20-minute long direct this year. I feel like that's kind of worth it for like, okay, yeah, I did a big Odyssey video, right?
Zab, if you were to make an Angry Bird character in Odyssey, who would you pick?
I think the Mighty Eagle would be really funny, especially considering the fact Matt is created in universe like, oh yeah, all these tall tales are totally real in this, and so the idea of just having the Mighty Eagle, who's the exact opposite of that, would be really fucking funny.
Do it from the Angry Birds movie, where he just does pisses.
That's his final smash.
It's time to take a piss. The Angry Bird movies are so weird to me because they're obviously like Despicable Me kid brained, but they actually have some like funny jokes.
I would say that I think the Angry Birds movies get a lot of overhated too much. I think they're good adaptations of the source material.
Angry Bird 2 has like one of my favorite jokes where it's just like, "I'll take these guys out. Thanks for taking us out, man."
That was great.
This is such a
the movies I feel like are real. They're good. They're good. They're not anything groundbreaking, but they're the fucking Angry Birds movies. I don't know what people were expecting. You know what I mean?
Mono, when did you think of Leela as a fighter? I thought of her pretty early, around the end of, I want to say 2023 to 2024, like around like the early there. So she was somewhat planned from the start. I didn't initially act on it because even I knew at the time that was limited stuff. More shit kind of came out, and I kind of had the drive to be like, okay, I really want to act on this idea before I get busy with other stuff. And I think it'd just be neat to try and do for October. I want a more simpler set, and I think Leela is a quite simple character. Like, she's a mom.
I also think it helps the fact that Leela's probably not going to get like the supernatural crazy stuff that would happen towards the later end of Spooky
Yeah,
Month,
I imagine like she's not going to do much in the later episodes, but then I say that the next episode she's going to grow fucking wings and have a better upbeat. Imagine.
Yeah, I probably just chased it knowing my luck, but still.
Yeah, but no, I'm fine with my take, and I think there won't be an outliner in the future episodes. How many episodes Spooky Month's gonna have again? It's like we're on 7 now. We're on 6 or 7 now, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the same case I did with when I made the boyfriend moveset. I think just like the base game of Friday Night Funkin' wasn't really gonna change that much, but I think just saving the standards and shit for the updates and whatnot was a good pick. Because I think the only thing I could really see changing of the special moves would at most be the final smash.
Yeah, I think some of his animations could be a bit different when the more of the game come out. But like, I'm fine with your take.
Yeah.
I like that long note move. I thought that was creative.
Yeah, I was really happy with the boyfriend and girlfriend's moveset. I thought the idea was really fun.
It's both of them. But yeah, I think Lila came out pretty fine. I think you gotta take what you have and make an omelet or a smoothie omelet. But Cluck agrees.
Oh my god.
Chicken Little's such a weird thing.
Okay, I'm just saying this right now. I'm saying this right now. If you guys are all gonna be making fun of me for Buck Cluck, you all better watch the fucking Polybius shit and ARG shit I make, because that's what it's all about. You guys brought this up so we would make a fucking review of it. So you better watch this shit and not just like, it's not law, I don't care. You better watch this shit if you're gonna be making fun of me for this for like the next few fucking years until this review comes out.
I can't find the question, but someone asked earlier, would we ever make circle sonas for our characters? I made circle sonas for my guys a bit ago. I don't think Zap did.
By the time I had the free time to do so, the trend already came and went. So
Yeah, I know Heble and some people want to do tier lists, but that kind of just never happened. So maybe the circle shit is dead. I don't know. Lollermon hasn't made a new set since then, but I think that's gonna be like a thing where like it's gonna be like a Lawl Z thing where it'll get shown in like the extra stuff in the taunts. So maybe it'll be like a universal thing where like, oh hey, that's a thing. I'll go do that for my law. I know I had that upsurgent recently with the plushie stuff. If you know what that is, with like Leela's down beam.
yeah.
Everyone turning into plushies. Plush.
Yeah, I thought he had something. Do I have something like that similar in Odyssey, or am I not mistaken?
Like characters. You have Green Thunder's taunt.
Yes, Green Thunder's taunt. Yes, and I do plan on having a pseudo codec, if that makes sense later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there going to be a year of DK? No, I want the year of DK to be like a one-off thing. It's 10 years we're celebrating. I didn't know what to do for DK in between movie 1 and 2, so I thought, hey, this is a fun idea. Just make a bunch of fun little editing things.
10 more years, maybe, if we're still doing this.
I hope not. I want DKS 3 to be like the finale. I don't want to make like a bunch of prequels and then later make a bunch of shit sequels that bring everybody back for no fucking reason. And
here's the joke.
then,
Leela, don't turn me into a marketable plushie. Ah!
There it is.
You are taking... Oh, do you want it to be funny, though? He gets...
What?
Like, Leela's trying to do some shit to set up her TV shit. He gets turned... Like, Jackenstein gets turned into a plushie, but then the you're taking too long thing activates, so...
Right, that would have...
She can't act on it.
Yeah, Jackenstein's taking too long gimmick works really well against characters that have to like charge up shit, which is so funny. Because like he has to basically, he's such a bizarre character. I fucking love it. Like I feel like people sometimes get too caught up in like the technicalities of it all. Sometimes you just need a character who just sounds fun to play as.
I think it's just good to have fun. Like I show technical people like Cheesy that says like, yeah, it's just fun. Like it's have fun with your shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I want things to be somewhat balanced, but also I just generally think, okay, could I see myself playing this, but I have fun playing this, and that's generally how I make my movesets.
You take too long making them. Bastard.
Taking too long.
You're taking. But what was it? But yeah, I'm very happy how Odyssey's going. I think D Kess is it's just like that little footnote of just hey, that happened, and it's like I would describe it in the it's Picasso. Like you are mocked for it. Now it's art. How funny how that works. The teacher.
Yeah,
I think the teacher is that because it's such a fucking stupid thing that when I'm hearing about it.
I've thought about like quote unquote remaking DKS movie 1 on a couple of occasions, but to me I think that would kind of just ruin the point. I think it just works better as like part of the world, I guess, that oh yeah, you can see that this was an actual OC he did as a kid, and I think that works better than if I had remade the movie to be a more coherent plot, if that makes sense. I think it works better that it isn't a coherent original movie 1, if that makes sense.
Were there any fighters from Lawl D Kess that you were scrapped? I know Milo was one.
Besides Milo and an Unexpected Villager, one of which was just like an impulse pick, and the other, well, they were both impulse picks, but still. What happened? Scott and Charmix were both going to be in DKS before I moved them to Odyssey. Same thing. I was going to do Etika, but then he passed, and so I thought it was like that would be in poor taste.
Weird place, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it'd be in poor taste. So
I think I was gonna say it's gonna be open. It's like it's a weird area. Like I don't think anyone will want that burden unless like you really like them.
Yeah. Yeah, then so yeah, that's what. And is there any other scrap characters from DK? I mentioned Megatron because, like I said, I confused the football player who was like, "Oh, he's as tough as Megatron," to actual fucking Megatron. I guess I was gonna do King Koopa at some point, but that never went there after.
Lol, mad the cuck. A cucker. Oh man. Well, actually, Galaxy.
I'm trying to
You have
think.
two Galaxy fuckers in the bin.
Yeah. Was King Kong? If I did King Kong in the DKS empty slots, I think I was just gonna do a composite like I did Godzilla.
Oh, did you say King Koopa or King Kong?
So, I said King Koopa, but someone else mentioned King Kong was in one of
Oh,
the
okay,
empty
okay.
slots.
I thought you were okay.
I guess technically all the empty slots are technically scrapped, but like I didn't really have much ideas for everybody until I fully made the moveset. So they were just like, I could see him working.
Uh, with the whole Lilla Downby thing, when you turn into a plushie, like we have a thing where like some of them take like a little diversity, where like they just change into something else because the character doesn't have a plushie. For like Doodle Bob, would he just change into a piece of paper? Or like a plush?
That would be great, but I think there are actual Doodlebop plushies, unfortunately.
No. Fair. Who doesn't have
Does Chuck E. Cheese have a chance for honest? Honestly, I would love to do a dead-ass Chuck E. Cheese moveset.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Okay, I've worked there for 2 years. There's some good there. You could definitely do it.
Did you guys?
Also, I see people. Wait, what?
I was gonna say, did you guys know that the GameCube in Odyssey is female?
Well, of course I knew that. I made it.
Well, hey, you know what? She's my favorite character now. I hope she gets fan art and we get married.
What the fuck?
She's top 10 favorite. Well, GameCube was top 10 favorite waifu now.
Okay, fun story. Besides the fact that the voice for like a lot of the GameCube commercials was always a female, the idea was that GameCube was gonna be like lore relevant, and that where Thanos got all like these pixelated enemies was from the GameCube. And it was like she was like
She hasn't
right?
she hasn't appeared in lore, hasn't she?
Nope. And that is for a specific reason. I was originally she was gonna, like I said, originally it was gonna be this is where Thanos got all that pixel shit. It's from the GameCube because fucking squares and shit. But I have a different idea now that I'm gonna go with. That's gonna be in the relatively soonish. We're gonna learn, which makes more sense with the Infinity, which really relates to the Infinity Stones.
Mana, would you?
As you will.
Doodle Bob would become the official pencil holder. Is that a plush? Is that a?
What? Maybe.
I don't know. Pardon. Mono, would you smash GameCube? Yes. Anywho, could the Meta Runner Tari work as an Echo or as her own fighter?
No. I keep hearing people say this. Meta Runner and SMG4 are completely different.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
I think they'd be different. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, first of all, Tari and SMG4 should not be called base Tari because that is not what she was made for. It is not who that's a caricature of the actual character, right?
Mm.
Like, I feel like that's kind of it'd be weird if you like called SMG4 Mario, right?
Yeah. Top 10.
Like that, like to me, like yeah, Meta Runner Tari is Tari. Tari and SMG4 is the stupid meme verse counterpart of her. And while she technically debuted first, it was to promote the actual thing she's from. And they're so different in terms of like characterization and stuff like that. It's completely different.
It's like I guess it's like saying what is it? If you do a set for the Inkling girl from, let's just ignore she's on Smash for this example. If you do a set for the Inkling girl, would you immediately do Meggy as an Echo, even though Meggy, from my knowledge, has her own shtick and stuff she does? I guess they're two completely different things. Yeah. Would Lula's down be for Robotnik, make him the shitty Australia plushie? What the fuck's that?
Shit, I'm looking this up. Hang on. Shitty. Wait. Why did I just write shit into the search bar?
Shit.
What the what? Look this up on the stream. Hang on, look it up. There's like an Aesop the robotic plush. It looks. Oh my god.
Let me look it up on stream. Fucking shitty Robotnik plushie. I think I need Australian.
I put Aesop. That's what I typed in when I searched it.
You put what?
Like Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog, Asoft. AOS, yeah.
What the
That,
fuck?
yes.
Oh. Oh. He looks like he's been like he got like fingered in like a new hole. What? Why does he look like that?
What? That is the last thing I expect you to describe it as.
He doesn't have his red eyes. He looks scared, man. He doesn't want to be here. He's seen the eyes of God.
This is what would have happened if he lost. Lost against the X.
Sorry, 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 Robotnik. You can't be in Law Odyssey. We're putting teacher in, and this is his face after hearing that information.
Christ almighty on a
Sorry.
pogo stick.
This is Robotnik after having to film the Villain Valley scene.
Christ.
Which upcoming LOL spinoff are you and Zab excited for? I'm excited for LOL Uppercut. That's the one made by Invis. I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
I'm excited for Law Crisis by Miss Marbles. They've put a lot of work into it, and I'm really excited to see how that pays off.
Yeah.
Also excited for also because I'm working on Glumgold, probably the DuckTales bias in me is probably showing.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool. Thoughts on DJ Ballyhoo in Smash LOL thing too?
Wasn't it Halliboo?
What?
Isn't it Halliboo in Law thing too? Yeah, Ballyhoo is the MC
Yeah,
Ballyhoo is the
That's
Mario
yeah,
Party 8 character.
that's the MP8 dude.
Yeah, no, Halliboo is in fact was Law thing. I'm so happy Halliboo is getting a moveset. Halliboo is unironically one of my favorite creepypasta villains because he's just so fucking. He's a fucking amazing. I love him.
I don't know where he's from, but he looks neat.
He's from the Mario Party DS anti-piracy things. He's like the main villain of them. He's basically the equivalent if Sonic.exe was like a fucking like a part was like a pissy about piracy and shit. It's so funny. It's like I think the best description of it. Like, basically, he was created by some like rogue developer in Hudson Soft, who wanted to be like. Who was upset about piracy? It was like, hey, I made this AI that's going to adapt, that's going to catch pirates by changing shit around in the game, a la like the personalization shit. Right?
So yeah, go on.
And so it's so funny because Halliboo, like everything else, treats itself pretty seriously up to this point. Up until Halliboo himself shows up, or he's like, "I'm going to kill you." It's just the goofiest chase scene. That takes itself completely unseriously. It's fucking hilarious.
I looked it up and I'm getting a lot of F and F shit, so it must be popular.
He was in the Mario's Madness mod, so.
Okay. GameCube versus Wii. That has to be a cameo when that Wii set comes out for retro.
That definitely have to be a cameo.
Top 10 hottest LOL characters. GameCube would be up there. I don't know what the other 9 would be. I'll think about that later. That'll be the next stream.
I think I tried drawing a humanized version of GameCube once, but I believe I deleted it because someone made like a really fucking weird comment about it when I drew it.
I'll say weird. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Someone was you. Anyways,
it was me. Yes. No,
it was me.
No, I remember
I
remember the game you could design, and you guys don't.
Maybe like a new version. Maybe like a new try another attempt at that. Maybe I'll try that.
That'd be cool. Self-judged faults on Pitfall Harry. I don't know anything about him, but he looks neat. I like the way he looks.
I always forget there's more Pitfall games than just the first one on Atari. I'm gonna be so dead ass.
I don't follow Pitfalls, but I think it's funny taking. I think it's like it's LOL brand taking something from another LOL and just expanding on it. Mono, you're evil. I'm not evil. I'm just sexy. I don't know.
Evil.
Evil. All right, I think we're getting ended soon.
Alrighty then. Do you have any last thoughts on D Kess Productions? I guess.
No. I think this is a nice look back again. Like I think I know the first half of these guys way more than the last half. I think the teacher thing was so funny. I need to go watch that. But no, I think this is a nice little step back in the D Kess, almost like a very late ending close to the ending to the year of D Kess a little bit. I think D Kess has stinkies and some smarties. And honestly, about like I was so, like warmish. I'd be cool with them happening. Yeah, they should happen. These guys, they're gonna
I like how
happen.
SMG. I like how SMG4 and Zomboss are the only characters who, despite not being confirmed, we all both agree it's gonna happen by
Come
somebody.
on, man. It's like it's gonna happen, man. Like if Peter Griffin was on here, I might put him in gonna happen too, because it's Peter Griffin.
It's such a bizarre. What the fuck?
It's gonna happen, bro. Peter Griffin's almighty.
Right.
um, but yeah.
All
What
right. Well,
Vin?
thanks for having me.
Vin, it was so good. Vineyard, get the fuck out of my stream. I see you. I see you, little shit. Say go away, Vineyard. Say that, Zab. Say that to them.
What?
Say
Say,
go.
say what?
Say go away, Vineyard. Say it to them, and it'll dispel them.
What if I don't?
Bitch. They're watching me. They're watching me. They're pestering me.
Somebody's watching me. All right. Well, I guess that's about it.
You've killed that's my partner. Say hi. We're ending the stream.
Hello.
Hi, we're ending the stream. Sorry. I got one on everyone. But yeah. Alright. Bye guys. Zab. I don't fuck sorry.
Yep.
Zab.
What?
Closing thoughts are like I think we've talked about the past so much. What about the future? What do you we don't get to pick your brain hard enough, I think, in this community. What are you excited for in LoL, and what do you hope for in this community going forward a little bit?
I just hope in the community. I think DKS, I hope, serves as like a thing for like the not the treat like the kids in the community who like want to just make their own stuff like they're like we forget sometimes that we're sometimes viewed as like idols to these people. We inspire people to make more things, like regardless of of how we see it as just silly Smash Bros. Movesets. We this does legitimately inspire people to become genuine creatives of their own, and I think we need to realize that. Sure, their stuff's not great. They can be annoying little kids at times, but they're still just kids who need to learn and grow. And not all of them are going to take criticism as well as I did. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Sometimes it can be really devastating for people to hear that. And I think that's something I did bring up in the Polybius ARG is like, oh yeah, that's the reason I treat my persona online is usually like an angry bitch. That's the whole point. The idea was telling what usually happens when someone gets that much like vitriol as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta So wait,
So
so
I'm hoping.
someone could make the seven deadly sins then, because you'd be Raph.
I definitely fucking rap.
I'd be
My
Raph.
character's like such a petty asshole. I love it.
I'd be Lust just 'cause it's me. And then the other five, y'all can comment on that. It'd be cool if we get like the seven deadly sins. Ew. Seven deadly sins are a dope concept that people
Yeah,
don't know how to use.
yeah, I got that right.
All right, loved y'all. Thanks for dropping by. Bye bye.
That's about it. See ya.
Bye.